is muted. What the fuck?
Oh,
This
thanks
is
for telling
why
me you
I
gotta do
hate.
all that over.
This is why I hate OBS. Anyway, so yeah. Hey guys, so this is the Friday Collector Showcase. Thanks, Lo, for letting me know that the mics were muted, even though they weren't on when I clicked off of here. But yeah, we're going to be giving away the Transformers Optimus
Oh,
Prime.
thanks for telling me you gotta do all that over.
This is why I hate OBS. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, sorry about that. Wow, look at this. We can't do a show right, I guess. I got to get something better, man, than OBS. But yeah, so basically we're going to be talking about the top Christmas items from 1980 all the way to 2000, and for those again, this is the prize that we'll be giving away. G1 40th anniversary Optimus Prime with the classic deco from the cartoon. So,
And once again, I'm co-host. I am Retro Ryan. You can catch me live every Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, taking your 80s and 90s video game requests and playing 80s, 90s toy and game footage. So, yeah, excited to go through all these bestseller Christmas toys year by year. Let's get at it.
yeah, man. So, going through this list, dude, I was surprised with some of this stuff, but some of it I knew already. But yeah, we can get right into this. Let me say hi to the chat. Retro Cinema, we're giving away the 40th anniversary G1 color cartoon deco Optimus Prime that just released about a couple months ago. So yeah, just hang out, chat with us. I'll drop the rules again here in a little while, how to enter that. But yeah, let me give my now just shout out everyone. So far we got Retro Cinemas here. We got Low and Boiling Blood. Thanks everyone for jumping in, and but yeah, let's get into this. What stood out for me on this is here we go. This is OBS again. Give me a second, guys. Man, I hate OBS.
Yeah, I'm seeing razors right now.
Yeah, I know, but the mouse cursor is disappeared again for the like a billionth time we've had this happen before.
That's cool though. So you got a book each toy bookmarked.
Yes, yes, yeah. So, yeah, that's the last one right there. So basically, we're going off of this list here, guys, of all of the things that were the hot toys from 80 all the way to 2000. This actually goes down to 2014. But yeah, let's go into the first one. Course Watch, which was the Rubik's Cube. You know, I didn't own one of these until later on. I mean, I actually wasn't even good at solving it until a period of time later on.
Yeah.
But
That's the question. Can you solve it?
I have solved it. And this is before trying to figure it. That there's an actual algorithm that you just do repetition with, and you can get it to go. But I mean, like you talk about a toy that started in the 80s, at least 80, man. This thing is older than I am, and then has continued to have a staying power and has tournaments for it. What do you got?
I don't know what to say about the Rubik's Cube. I never had one. I know some kids were being cheap peeling off the stickers so they could solve.
Oh, so they can solve it? Right? I remember kids doing that shit. Yeah, definitely.
They look really cool.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen some of the competitions where like guys solve these things, like massive ones? that are more than just the standard 9x9 cube?
No, I haven't. You know what it makes me think of for some reason? It's totally unrelated.
Hmm.
Simon. Just like Simon.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to hit the
Mhm.
flashing lights.
Yeah, so I mean, there's not much to say about this thing. It's been around for a while, but let's get into 81, which is the Lego train set from 1981. Here you go, guys. This is a
I didn't have that, but my beloved Lego set, the pirate ship, was the one I remember getting. And that was a great Christmas morning getting the Lego pirate ship.
dude. I remember getting tons of Legos. I never got this one, of course. Yeah, this was the year I was born. I wasn't even thinking about toys back then, but dude, Legos is an obsession now. But I mean, just like look at how. Gosh, there's ads and everything. Go away. Cool this set is. You got tracks for it. Can you go away, please? Stupid ads.
And the fun was just combining all your Legos and making your own shit. That was the other option.
Yes, correct. Man, like Legos has come a long way. Jeez, dude, that thing is like $2,000. Crazy.
I'm glad I don't collect Legos based on the prices they go for.
Well, they've always been expensive, across. It's never like decreased in value. You can get them on clearance though.
Hit me with the pirate ship. What is the pirate ship gonna run me, Vince? That's the only one I want to know.
The Lego pirate ship from back
my
then.
childhood pirate ship.
Recreate your child pirate. Let me see. Let's see what we got. What year did that came out?
Not sure, but there's got to be the only the one.
Lego pirate ship from 1980s. Give me a second. Yeah, you're talking about this one, right? Probably the Black Sail, the Black Seas Barracuda. Which one, Ryan? Which one did you have?
Let's see if this is the right one. It was the one with the red sails. That's the one.
From 89? Yeah.
That's it, man. That was the year. I got that for 89 Christmas. It was good times. That was probably the main present that year I got. Because that couldn't have been that cheap.
No, man. You're looking at like what?
Well, at least what, 60, 80 bucks?
Yes, probably 60, 80 bucks. Yeah, I would say so.
Minimum?
Mm-hmm. Definitely cool.
Oh, man.
I remember I had friends that had like I got into the medieval sets and stuff back then, but like the pirate stuff was so cool. Like had the skeletons and the treasure and everything. Man, that.
And this is before all the Johnny Depp movies, man. Let's be clear on that. This is like OG pirate shit right here.
Yeah, this is like original Pirates of the Caribbean before the movies. Yeah, no, that's awesome. All right.
Yeah, this was my pride and joy that year, dude.
Like the Forbidden Island, dude. That's awesome.
That monkey's bringing back memories too. That little monkey hanging there.
Dude, that monkey stole his musket. Anyway. All right. Let's see. We It
was good to show that though. I bet a lot of other people might have had that one too. It was a popular one. The Lego pirate ship.
Yeah, because like, let me see. Medieval. Yeah, I had some of these. I didn't have the castle, but I had like, I think I had this one. Uh, we went into a Lego ad here. Hold on a second. Let's see.
We gotta talk about my one of the classic commercials in one of my compilations. Jack, the Lego Maniac. Jack, he's a Lego Maniac. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. That was like their. He looked like a little mini Michael J. Fox. They put him in the same Back to the Future like jean jacket, and it was Jack, the Lego Maniac, and he'd always be in the commercials. He was like their. He was like
2K
their
for a Lego
dude. You
set.
got to Dell. He was like their dude. You got to Dell spokesperson. In this.
Right? What's up, Wubs? Let me see. Castle Lego, shut up and take my panties. Yeah. I got confused Legos with Playmobil. You know, Playmobil was definitely, those were pretty cool. I could get where you would confuse the way the men look for Playmobil with Legos. I mean, of course, the size difference, but very similar in a little bit of design, a little bit, except for the Playmobil ones were a little bit more lanky. Um, yeah, so let's see. I know that for 82 we get the BMX bike, which is, I mean, shit, I was 1 at this time when this thing was around, so like I definitely didn't have one of these. Castle Lego, Shimamato, yeah, I got that. They were both European. I like both, but way more Legos, right? Exactly, true. Um, what's to say about a bike? I mean, what other toys came out in '82? Or what was the? Let me see. Top. Chris, come on. If I can type tonight, toys of '82. Yeah, of course. Yeah, so Cabbage Patch Kids, you got My Little Pony, Glowworms, which I had, and G.I. Joe, a real American hero. This is ridiculous that this bike outsold G.I. Joe. What is going on? And of course, Star Wars,
Dude,
man.
BMX bike. I can't remember what's the brand that was the selling.
Oh,
Because
what?
I remember Mongoose BMX bikes were really big.
Well, this is the BMX one.
No,
But
but what's the brand on it?
oh, it's just
B-
per the article, it's just the BMX bike. That's it.
BMX is what you would do. It's like a type
Yeah,
of
I know. So I don't know. I guess just any China type of BMX bike. That's a good question.
yeah. Mongoose was the big one. Haro, I think Haro bikes were big too.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull that up? Mongoose BMX bikes just to show what they look like. Because these were like really amazing designs they had on some of these. The wheels, the spokes, some were chrome. Yeah, if you just look up like Mongoose BMX bikes, you'll see what I mean. They look amazing.
Yep, pulling it up right now. Give me.
Maybe throw in 80s too, like Mongoose BMX bikes 80s, and we'll see how cool some of these looked. And they're very expensive now. If you get these like minty, vintage, new old stock, these go for thousands of dollars. Some of these.
Yeah, here you go. Here's one right there. $2,000. Jesus Christ, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean they're if you do that like the image search there, Like they're really cool looking,
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can see
really
the popularity.
colorful.
People don't want to be inside playing with toys. They want to go outside and have adventures with their little bikes and stuff.
Absolutely, you could do a lot of cool tricks off the pegs.
Mm-hmm.
One of the features on these BMX bikes was you could do 360s with the handlebars. So you'd like, kind of like if you got some air, you would do like a 360 with the handlebars, make the wheel go back and forth, and then hit the ground. You know, just do some crazy stunts with them. And this is like, once again, we're talking about things before things. This is way before X Games, when a lot of this stuff was popular with skateboarding and bikes and like, on TV. You wouldn't see it on TV back then, but kids were doing this shit. They were coming up with these tricks in the 80s.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes this is the only thing kids got, right? We're talking about like this is the 1980s weren't as favorable. People remember them as far as like the parent side of things. Sometimes there was a lot of boom with money, but then there was the oil shortage and all this other stuff. I remember like going through some of that stuff with my dad, but like, so you may have only gotten one thing for Christmas. So, and it may have been a bike. You think about like some of the guys that were skateboarders at the time, Rodney Mullen and Tony Hawk and all them, they were doing stuff because that's what they had.
Yep.
But it's still interesting though that
Can I ask you to do one more favor and show the bike I had, even though it was 90s? Put Mongoose Villain Red, 90s. I want to show the bike I had.
Oh, come on.
Got Moses with the mostest.
What's up, Matt? Here, let me do images. I'm guessing this one right here, right?
Let's see, 90s.
That's 96.
That third one there. Like, let's see what that goes for now. Go up. Third one on the top. Yeah. Let's see that. 375.
It's not bad.
Is there like a large picture of it?
It'll be coming up here.
Yeah, let's get that.
I love that like blood red with the black, the crimson.
Yeah. It was sharp, man.
Shit, I don't even remember what kind of bike I had that my mom got me that ended up getting run over by my grandfather's truck because I just forgot to put it inside one time.
And where were they selling that from?
Oh,
better not have been Florida. I got rid of mine like a year or two ago.
It said it was sold on 9/2/2022. So let me see if it. It doesn't say. Oh,
don't say where.
Well, it says the guy was from Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah, so that wouldn't have been mine.
I mean, hey, dude, it's close enough. You never know; it could have traveled. But still, man, it's crazy. Like this outsold. You're looking at G.I. Joe 1982. Right? And this is definitely a toy line that I'm going to do an extensive thing on, maybe a couple episodes with Ryan. But like you're looking at freaking actually, let me get a good yeah, let's go to Yojo. You're looking at like 82, right? You got the original 13 Joes. Well, actually, you got not all 13, but some Cobras here. You don't even have Cobra Commander because he was a mail away, which was the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. The reason why we say the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander is because the way the eyes on the Cobra head look. He wasn't even a real figure that you just bought in stores. You got a Cobra Trooper, Cobra Officer. You got Clutch, Flash. Let me see, Rock and Roll, Scarlet, Grunt, Clutch, Stalker, Snake Eyes. Yeah. What's up, Ashley? And then on top of that, I mean, you got cool vehicles too, right? Hold on, let's see if it's, does it go into that? Come on, man. Go to the vehicles. Let's get the vehicles going. Yeah, you got the Flak, the Howl Laser, the Jump Jet, which is right up Stalker's alley because that's what you would use it for. The MMS, which we've gotten a classified version of the Cobra version of it for the classified series. The Missile Command Headquarters, which was a mail away for Sears. Unfortunately, it was cardboard. You got this really cool, awesome detail, but was never, one of those things. I never had one, but I have a Mobat. I had a Mobat back then. This was really cool because like you put batteries in it, you move your turret here forward, and it would move forward or back depending on the position of the turret there. Your ram cycle, your vamp. So I mean, like you had that. I mean, you got like what? Like I think it was My Little Pony that year. There was so much stuff that they could have been like glowworms are so freaking cool back then. All right.
I wonder if Ashley had a My Little Pony. I know she had a PJ Sparkles.
Hey Ruby. PJ Sparkles. That's okay. There's Cabbage Patch Kids. I mean, it's funny how like Cabbage Patch Kid was out in '82, but it didn't quite make the top toy on the list for this year. So next up is going to be the Cabbage Patch Kids. So '83 would have been the year that everything kind of started going that direction. So for the ladies in chat, who all got to had a Cabbage Patch toy? I know my sister had a few. My wife had a few.
They kind of creep me out, man.
Right? They're the Annabelle before the Annabelle.
They remind me too much of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Right? Which was the
like if they weren't like
the spoofs.
If they weren't like evil, like an innocent Garbage Pail Kid that didn't like turn into like an evil character. They were like the Garbage Pail Kids if they went to church. You feel me?
Right? Yeah. After they were doused with holy water. 10K for $1 for a doll? Hell no. Right? I agree, Matt. I totally agree. Hey, look, it's I guess this would be this one is $260 for Xavier Roberts, I think is what this one is called. Let's go ahead and look at this. Xavier Roberts. Is anybody getting Richard Simmons vibes from this doll here? Just a little bit, maybe. But yeah, no. This was definitely something that was pretty cool back then because I remember my sister enjoying these, so like I can't knock anybody who was but like hers, she didn't even get hers until years later because she was born in '84. But let's look at top toys of '83. Here we go, guys. We got E.T. We had some Star Wars figures, of course. This would have been Return of the Jedi.
See, what I thought was cooler than the Cabbage Patch Kid, and I can't believe it wasn't one of the best sellers, Teddy Ruxpin.
Right? I mean, well, look, you have
Why was Teddy Ruxpin not a big seller?
I don't know. I had one.
I think it was. It just wasn't the biggest of these years. I'm very proud to say I have a working Teddy Ruxpin.
We used to have one. I know that we have the Mother Goose one. My wife has it. I mean, we have it, in our collection and stuff. It's just in a tote at the moment.
The other one I'm surprised isn't on this list that I'm proud to have is a My Pet Monster. Is not on this list.
No, but like you got like the GoBots here, because remember the GoBots came out a couple months before Transformers. The Viewmaster, you got Motu. Fun School, the Bigfoot. Let's see what else. Yeah, Star Wars, man, like I said, Return of the Jedi, dude. This was a big year for some toys, but to have the Cabbage Patch beat out Star Wars is beyond me. There you go, Teddy Ruxpin.
He says, "Good for you, Ryan."
All
Listen, they're hard to find still working because there's like a lot of like springs and pulleys and rubber bands and shit in there that make it the mouth move and the
head turn. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, that is an impressive piece of technology for the time that you stick a cassette tape in it and it reads you a fucking story for real. That's some next level shit, Vince.
Dude, it was like animatronics taken right out of like Showbiz Pizza and all that stuff, you know? So it's like Five Nights at Freddy's before that actually happened, or Chucky. Could you imagine a Teddy Ruxpin being possessed instead of the My Buddy doll? That would have been,
you had like
that would have been a total different
Teddy
movie.
Ruxpin. You had Teddy Ruxpin legit like fathering children that had like deadbeat, like, you know what I mean? Like if your dad or mom wouldn't read you a bedtime story, Teddy fucking Ruxpin would, son.
Yeah.
Put some batteries in them.
It's
pop
like
that tape in.
Oh my god, could you imagine the kids like, "Hey dad, I got you a Father's Day card." And the dad's like, "Oh, you're the best son." "I'm not talking about you, man, who pays the bills. I'm talking about my Teddy Ruxpin. He's my dad because he reads me stories." Oh man, that'd been creepy, right?
It's like, mom, read me a bedtime story. Just put your tape in Teddy. I'm tired.
Right? Jeez. All right, so this is a big year for me. For one, my sister is born. But 1984, September 17th, which is on my birthday, I was 3 years old. The greatest cartoon and animation graced its presence on my television screen, and that was the Transformers. Who does not love transforming toys and that turn into cars and guns and airplanes and Optimus Prime that we're going to be giving away? But you got Transformers up to today, man. Like the masterpieces are great. I mean, look, you got your iconic group of Transformers here. You got, Skywarp, Prime, Hound, Bumblebee, Starscream, Megatron, Jazz.
See, Matt, you're sick of reading those stories? Just get the kids a Teddy Ruxpin, dude.
Right? But I don't want to get too much into the Transformers today because that'll be our next episode. But yeah, this was the brand and thing, and it is still the toy that I enjoy collecting today. Still, that I Love messing with. It's kind of like I've always said that it's my Rubik's Cube. I don't ever look at the instructions when I transform something. I figure it out on my own. And some of these guys get pretty damn complicated. But Ryan, you don't really have too many memories of Transformers, right?
No, but you know me, I like G1.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I collect. You like the more modern ones, I get that. But I like the simple paint, deco, and stickers of the G1. Some about them. They're very blocky, but I like it that way. Like I don't know, and you know that's what my collection is. My collection is all just G1.
Mm-hmm. And I have a pretty good, extensive collection of G1 stuff too, but most of that stuff's put away. There's a few parts I'm missing on my Jetfire, but
I got Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Metroplex. I've got what are the two cheap blue ones that like jump up? It's like the $10 ones.
Oh, you're talking about Twin Twist and they're the flip,
you see them everywhere.
Yeah, the flip changers.
You see them everywhere for sale.
Yeah.
Those two.
Mm-hmm.
I got Perceptor.
Yep.
Isn't that his name? Perceptor?
Perceptor.
And I have some God damn Pretenders. I have some Pretenders, like 3 or 4. I do think some of those are really cool. Some of them. A few others I can't remember. I have to look at my shelf, but I'm proud to have just those. What's the stereo box one? The boombox one? That one's
Blaster.
Blaster.
Yeah, and those other two were Gears and Huffer, and then Soundwave. Soundwave's the micro cassette player, which is right there.
Yeah, I just wanted like some of the essentials for my shelf there. I'm happy to have those.
I'm looking at somebody's Facebook. Hold on, we're not gonna get into that. All right. Let me see if I can just look at the image. Oh my god, it's blurry. Yep, there you go. There's all the Autobots in their blurry glory. Why is blurry? I don't know. But that's your original release figures. It's hilarious too, like how Ratchet and Ironhide are like just freaking windshields because they weren't designed. They were designed a certain way, and they never redesigned them whenever they got released. And you can actually get additional parts that actually kind of fills out the figure to make them look like regular Transformers, but they look odd among the rest of the group here. But what's cool is that and that's something that we can dive deeper into when we get to that episode next week. But this is your standard. Well, I take that back. This is not standard Bumblebee. This is the new one that's coming out, which is the missing link version. It's going to be the original size Bumblebee that we got, but he comes with additional things that he can do, which is actually pose.
I gotta tell you, shots fired, Vince. Bumblebee, not one of my favorites, dog.
Man, dude, because of the cartoon, which the original G1 cartoon, Bumblebee was the shit, man. And then he was awesome in the comic. But I can't, unfortunately.
As far as how he looks, though, it's not my favorite looking Transformer.
Oh, I get you. It's a Volkswagen Beetle, man. What else can you say? But
so when I think of the Beetle, I just think of like hippies. Like putting flower power, like they would always like paint their Beetles.
Let's get into Toys of 84. Looks like we got Voltron. We got some Gremlins action. We got the Superpower line for DC. We got the what is this? Isn't that I remember that thing, but I don't remember. Yeah. That wasn't a really popular thing though. You got
I
your
like
secret.
the original Kenneth Powers. I don't like the McFarlane reissue stuff on that.
No, it's a hit and miss.
They're warming the pegs. They're warming the pegs at every Walmart right now. They're not selling well. I don't think he'll continue to do that long.
I mean, I get it. It's supposed to hit a certain niche where he designed these things for people that want an affordable toy, maybe even for kids. But it's really hard to sell like the original Superpowers line like that, or with the new articulation, or it's actually kind of basic intake articulation. And
when they don't look good, and like you notice how some of the originals had like a gloss. His like look like a matte finish. I don't like the way his paint on those looks.
mm-hmm.
And usually I love McFarlane stuff, but I don't like his Superpowers reissue stuff. I don't know. Something's missing from those.
No, right? They're kind of like almost like Super 7's reaction line. So, but I mean, of course, a lot bigger. But they are affordable, so it's I guess it's hit and miss depending on everything. But yeah, there's your Superpowers. Superman. I remember actually my dad having that figure. $600 in the box, guys. Only $600 for a graded 75 plus Canadian version Superman.
Yeah, or you can get it loose for 15.
Right?
Freaking rip off.
That's crazy, man. Toys are expensive. They are definitely not a hobby for children anymore, or a pastime.
Well, not when they're mint on card. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother ball game. That's why I collect loose on vintage shit like this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. More GoBots Transformers stuff. We got
that Superman was nothing fancy. Squeeze the legs, the arms look like it's running. It's classic. That's all you need. Got the cape, got the facial likeness. Good paint deco on the S on the chest. It's a classic toy. I even remember that fondly from my childhood. That Superman.
Yeah, I do too. All those figures, I remember them because, I actually had other stuff, but like my dad, like, being a comic collector and everything, and growing up in the comic shops that I did.
That Batman line with the gold card too,
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that they were putting out on those gold cards that still go for pretty cheap mint on card, like 15, 20.
You talking about for the 89 Batman stuff, like when they started doing that one, or towards the... Yeah. Let me see. Voltron and Vehicle Voltron. Yep. Go Lion. Hell yeah. Boiling. Yep. Great times, man. Great figures. Great times. All right. Let's get into 85. Of course, the big item then was the Care Bears. Man, I remember this craze. I was in on it. My sister was in on it. My favorite Care Bear was the raccoon. I don't remember what she was called. I used to. But I remember that movie that came out. These were definitely cool items. I mean, shit, I was 4. So, I mean, it was right up my alley, right up my sister's alley. Ryan, do you have any memories of having a Care Bear at all?
No, but I remember my friend's sister had like the rainbow looking playset.
Mm-hmm.
You look up Care Bear rainbow playset. Can you look that up? I thought that was kind of cool looking.
Yeah, give me a second. Hold on, let me pull it up. I think that's it. Let me see. It's the one that was like a heart, right? And then you open it up and it was something. Hold on. I'll pop it back over here. No, it was this, right? All right. Man, that's a horrible picture.
That's the one.
$25, folks. And you too can have a Care Bear rainbow playset from Ryan's Memories. The toy is way more common than a sealed copy, right? What's up, Dizzy? How you doing, brother? The remote control Care Bears and the wires attached. The remote broke. That sucks. So, guys, let me know what Care Bear you had in the chat when you were a kid.
They had those little rainbow vehicles too.
Yeah. Yep, right there. $20. Man, that's cool. What we can do now is look up. Boys of 1985. Yeah, in 99, where all the cool kids got a Razor scooter, we got the Walmart version, the bootleg Walmart version. All right, guys, so you're looking at 85, right? So let's see. We'll actually go to the, see if there's a list on this. Cabbage Patch Twins, World Traveling Dolls, Show Ponies. Toys by year. No, that's I'm not gonna do that. Hey, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. Because I remember. Yeah, so you're looking at Mask, great toy line, cool gimmick, awesome vehicles. More Motu, more DC Kenner Superpower line. But you got the Thundercats, guys. Come on, man. Lion-O and Mumra. This is awesome.
Gotta be get the Mummer's Tomb. That's the place that I got. I'm still missing the Thundercat Slayer.
Thundercat Slayer. I am Mumra. Anyway, I can't do the voice at the moment, but yeah, these are cool. What was this? This is I remember these too. These are the. They're not quite Transformers. There you go. There's your Teddy Ruxpin again.
I wonder how many, like, it's probably like 20 different stories, 20 different tapes you can do too.
Oh, it'd be funny if you were able to put like your the Mother Goose tapes and your Teddy Ruxpin and vice versa. That'd been hilarious.
And you put in like the Metallica like albums, cassettes in him. He'll sing to it.
Right? Metallica.
Just whatever tape you put in there, it'll move its mouth to the
Put Inner
music
Sandman in there. Yeah. There you go. It's just a beast under your bed. Yeah.
They're very heavy though, the Teddy Ruxpin.
I remember that. Let's see. All right, we got M-Force, Voltron, of course. There you go. Nice. Hey, we've already talked about Rocky before. What is wrong with his green arms, man? What happened to Clobber Lang, man? What is this? Transformers, I thought they were GoBots. Already existed. Dizzy, you need to come back, bro. Or actually, I need to get you on the podcast or something. We need to hang out, brother.
What's up, Dizzy?
Dude, like, all right, this is awesome, right? So let's get into this real quick, right? Talk about an awesome year, right? You got Perceptor here, you got Omega Supreme, you got. I don't know. This is a recreation of the original, like, kind of things you got back at this time, right? You got Blaster here. There's a Prime. You got Jetfire, which did not look like that, of course. You got the Constructicons for Devastator, Astro Train, Blitzwing, Shockwave, Insecticons. You got the Conehead the Decepticons, so Ram, Jet, Dirge, and Thrust. It's kind of cool that they recreated that. 84 catalog to 87. Thanks, brothers. Much love. Always, they were always so amazing. No. You're breathtaking. Oh, I just had to say that anyway. Yeah, look, man. Robotech. You got a Zentradi battle pod right here. Dude, I can't not talk about Matchbox getting the rights for Robotech and then not giving us a transforming Valkyrie. Frustrating. I actually have this. I still have this. It was my dad's, and he gave it to me. There you go. That's the original one right there. All right, so we'll go look at this real quick. From 84, right? Omega Supreme, Blaster. You got the Microbots here. Prime. There you go, Ryan. There is your jump starters, is what they were called. Autobot jump starters. You got Twin Twist and Top Spin and Twin Twist. Your amazing Jetfire, which was a Valkyrie from from Macross, or the Veritech from Robotech. Then you got your rest of the Carbots here. Man, I can't wait to dive into this next week. I think I've gushed enough about 85 Transformers.
They're more than meets the eye.
Right? More than meets the eye. Oh, look, and we can't forget Godzilla. $1985. I have this version, and I had the small one too.
Imperial Godzilla.
Yeah, with his makeup on his face. I always thought that was so weird, like the freaking lipsticks on his mouth, man. But I still love this thing. It's great. All right, let's get into
I told you
86.
the tail fell off mine. And I couldn't get it back on as a kid. Luckily, I rebought it as an adult.
Dude, I could, if you still have it, I could fix that for you. It's not that hard to getting his tail back on. You just got to warm up the plastic. There you go. Yeah, that's the version I originally had with the green. I didn't have the King Kong though. The one with the dopey eyes too, right? Exactly. Let's see. Godzilla. Oh, where's the Optimus Prime trailer opens up with a turret inside, right? Yeah. Okay. 1986. The big toy for that year was laser tag. This was a phenomenon for a while. There was actually real laser tag locations you could play at for with the actual equipment, not the ones that was made for kids to play. But I never had this. Never had it at all. Did you ever have it, Ryan?
I didn't have laser tag. I think this was expensive.
I believe so. Hey, look, I think they
I think you
downloaded
were
the
to get the
wrong
helmet
laser.
and gun and all the attachments.
Right? Yeah, because I think you only got the gun and the sensor, and you had to buy the extra accessories to make it the full kit. You guys ever have laser tag stuff back in the day? What's up, zombie? Laser tag for sure. All right, so
That's
let's.
one of Zombie's favorite. They made it look way cooler in the commercial.
Right? Yeah, yeah, they did. Well, see, there was another thing too called Photon, which is the thing that my dad did. Um,
They made the commercial look like you're in fucking Battlestar Galactica in that bitch when
dude,
you're playing it.
those look like guns from Battlestar Galactica. Damn, I have seen commercials of this in my country, but we have his airsoft pellet guns instead that feel like her bee stung you when you got hit. Yeah. Yeah, airsoft. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. These are tag I play with my daughter. Oh, dude. Nice. Nice, Dizzy. All right, so let's see. Let's go look at the toys of 86. This was a big year for toys. Let me actually get over here to see if I can get into this. All right. Yeah, look at that. Most popular toy, at least for this, was Teddy Ruxpin for 86.
There we go.
All right, guys, here we go. More Transformer love right here. You got the Aerobots. Awesome. You ended up getting the Combaticons. Awesome again. It looks like we got the I don't remember the did the Predacons come out then? Man, like some of that stuff like and then the Protectobots. I think this is just all the combiners. Hold on. Yeah, that's I need to look that up. I don't think the man, I don't know. Whatever. We'll dive deep into that later. There you go. My Pet Monster, Ryan.
Hell yeah.
19 for only $405 you can get your own My Pet Monster figure for yeah. I know you have one. Zombie, you still have one too, right?
I think Zombie's got one with the cuffs. Mine's missing the cuffs.
Yeah, I think this one's missing the cuffs. Man, that's his foot's rough.
That's the thing about mine, though. My feet and hands are not rough on mine. Mine's Mine's minty looking, but I'm missing the cuffs.
Any Dinobots, or they Dinobots came out, I think, in '85. We'll actually get into that boiling next week, because that's going to be the episode is us talking about G1. That's when we'll do the raffle for the drawing for the Optimus Prime. But yeah, just as a reminder, because I know Zombie just came in and Dizzy and stuff. So this is let me pull this down. Hey guys, so this is what I'm giving away. Just again, the 40th anniversary Optimus Prime, that is with the deco from the original cartoon. That's why he's missing the blue stripe. This is very cartoon accurate, even down to just some of the paint details on the Prime himself. On the back, of course, it's got the classic iconic scene that you would see on the back of your boxes. It even has the tech specs and everything. But yeah, I will let you know.
Oh, wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. Yeah. Even Peter Cullen voice. Now, no, it doesn't have a voice that like that. It's not the was it the G2 Prime with the black with the voice box that says, "I am Optimus Prime." Yeah, no. Okay.
Let me hit you with the QVC. So Vince, you're telling me that not only do we do toy guides extensively for every toy line we cover, but we also do fantastic giveaways of Transformer reissue toys mint in the box. You're telling me you can get all this in this channel on the toy showcases Friday nights at 11?
Well,
God damn, pal.
Not
That's
every,
a good deal.
Not every giveaway is going to be a Transformer, but yeah, we'll yes, we're going to start off big with the best, Autobot there is, the leader of the Autobots. All right, Alf, man, look at that, dude. There's Alf. Hey, someone give me a cat. Set it and forget it. Hey, G.I. Joes that would talk, right? That was that's for sure. More Thundercats. We look at that. It's Low Light, one of the coolest G.I. Joes. He's not the best, but he's definitely pretty damn cool. Look at that. We got Gummy Bears, Metroplex. Yeah, we're starting to get some of the guys from the movies, of course, here. We got Jim. More Princess of Power, She-Ra. My Little Pony.
It's a cat eater. And I hate to say it, but Alf is a cat eater.
Yes, he loves to eat cat. And not the metaphor for what cat is.
Yeah, not the cat that we eat. That's a different type of cat.
There you
the
go.
House cat.
We got the Rock Lords here.
Rock Lords.
So, like, all right.
Powerful living rock.
I just got to say this, right? So, we get like cool vehicle alien spaceships. And somebody at Mattel was like, "Hey guys, I got this great idea." Remember in the 70s, like when we had My Pet Rock and like, you could walk around with it and do all these things with it? Well, let's make a rock that transforms. This does not sound appealing to me at all, but I mean, it was cool transformations, but man, it was like a rock. What's it gonna do?
First of all, Vince, how dare you? Because I love me some Rock Lords, and they work perfectly with the Motu line.
Right. Yeah, yeah, they do. But you know what? You know who? Remember the that show your favorite movie of all time, Never Ending Story. Their ultimate villain. I mean, they would totally
See,
be food for him.
the way if I was gonna have to get on the same page with you and say they're lame, I'd have to say the Rock Gnarlies. If you look up Rock Gnarlies, now these are stupid looking. These look like these little poof balls, like the things that like chicks would have on the end of a pencil. Can you bring up Rock Gnarlies?
Rock
So the Rock
Gnarlies.
Lords were cool, but then at the end of the line, they got just you know full R word. They went full R word. I'm not gonna say the word, but they did what you never go full R word, and they put out Rock Gnarlies. So show how stupid the Rock Gnarlies look, dude.
I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. What's up,
I
honey?
can condone Rock Lords. I cannot condone Rock Gnarlies. It's Gnarlies with a GN. So GNARLIES. And they look like these like remember like when like the cute chick in class would have like a little poofy thing at the end of her pencil? That's what these fucking look like, dude.
Oh my god, I remember
They look
these.
like straight trash.
Right, they had like didn't they have like fur and stuff on them?
Yeah, they were furry, dude. They were the
Yeah.
dumbest looking thing ever.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember these. Hold on, I'm gonna bring them up, guys. Give me a second. Oh my god, this is horrible, dude. Like
There we go. As Dizzy said, let's just say fully retired.
fully
We'll be
retired.
nice and
There,
fully
there you
retired.
go. I like that. That's good. That's good. Never ending story was false advertisement.
Did you find a pic of them though? 'Cause you got to show us pictures.
Yeah, they're here. They're here. I found it. Here's one. This is weird looking. How is this okay?
Yeah, this was just like why?
No, I want to know why this thing is worth $500.
Okay, the question was why, and the question is just, and the answer is no. That's what I'm gonna say. When you look at these, the question is why, and the answer is no. As far as getting these, just look at that. Just no, dude. It
Dude.
looks like a terrible dog's toy. It looks like, and first of all, $500. Let's also, can we message this person right now about this $500 shit? Can we tell them just they're an idiot right now?
You gotta say
You're an
no.
idiot.
What's best offer? Maybe $5. I think you pressed
Contact
zero
seller, man.
2 times.
Please contact seller and let them know they went full retired with that price.
Full retired. Well, that's what they're hoping, to become full retired after selling this thing.
Right? Looks like a furry turd, bro. I'm saying.
Dude, that's horrible, man. Like,
This looks like it looks like a raccoon's abortion. I don't know what's happening here. You know?
look, I don't
Like
even know what this is. What I'm looking at, it's supposed to be a gator, and it looks like a troll with like claws and scaly skin.
I told you, dude, like it's like I can condone Rock Lords when they went to Rock Gnarlies. It's all over, dude.
These are supposed to be the pets, right? Like, what is the play feature? Look. Like, what is this play feature, man? Like, what do? The mouth opens. So it's Feed Me Seymour, right? So this is the gimmick. What is the target audience for this?
Of course they had to put rare in the, you know what I'm saying, in the title.
Right, yeah. It's rare. You know why it's rare? Because he's got thrown into dumpsters because no one bought it. I don't know. But it's I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, just look at that. Doesn't it remind you of that though? Like the hot chicken class would like put that little poofy pencil thing on the end of their
Right?
pencil.
Yeah. I remember that. Yep, I do. Holy crap. Let's all split the bill. 50 each. I got it on the weekends. You got to take it for a walk, Dizzy. Come on, man. You can't let it starve. If you let it starve, we're screwed. powerful living rocks. Crackpot. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
I can picture in my head like a dog chewing that too, and it's gonna have like all kinds of pink fur stuck in his mouth after, like it ripped it open. Try to eat the rock gnarly.
Dude, I don't even remember. I didn't remember those, man. That's crazy.
Dude, and any kid that bought them, like their dog immediately went for it and ate it, and they're like, "Put it down, that's my rock gnarly," and just ripped it to shreds. Any dog would have just ripped that apart.
I'm speechless.
You gotta take your dog to the vet the next day. I don't know. He ate my rock gnarly.
Feed it after midnight, right? No, we don't need any more of these to populate, right? Unless like there were. Well, that other one was worth $500. We could. Maybe that's a good idea. We'll be rich overnight. We just feed these whatever, and then we'll sell them on eBay. Toys no one bought,
so
but they're still charged premium for. What's the historical significance for the history of them to be to
Dude,
begin with, right?
Can you show the one that's orange and green, looking like fucking Blanca from Street Fighter, bro? Like his illegitimate child.
Yeah, the one I have up on screen, right?
Blanca?
Yeah, it looks like Blanca.
The Blanca rock gnarly.
So if this is, instead of its mouth opening, it does electrical shocks. It tases
It'd
you, bro.
It'd be Blanca's dog.
It tases
like
you.
Blanca's Chihuahua or something. Blanca's Pomeranian.
Oh, dude, there you go. There's his caterpillar friend. Oh my god, can I just get into things?
I think one was Rock On. I know one was Rock On Zombie, and the other one was Granite. I think was it Granite? I think it was Granite and Rock On. I may be wrong.
Granite was one of my favorites. Sticks and Stones too.
Granite and Rock On.
Man, Run Amok. Oh, that's awesome. Legions of Power. Oh my god, that's horrible. There you go.
It's like also like you know they tried to like at like a meeting at Mattel or whatever, who the hell sold those? Whoever sold the rock gnarlies, they're like, what's hot in the streets, guys? Like the surfers and the skateboarders are using the word gnarly a lot, guys. So we're gonna call them rock gnarlies. And they're gonna look like little poof ball dog chew toys. And we did some marketing research, and what's hot in the streets for the teen lingo is gnarly. So we're going with rock gnarlies, guys. That's what we're gonna go through with it.
I'm gonna show you the most popular toy line ever that anybody who knows this stuff will understand. And like this was a very sought after, especially now. These things are expensive. The Battle Beasts. Just look at the prices, guys. Just look at the prices.
And they never have their weapons. If you do find them, two things happen if you find Battle Beasts. All right, they don't have the weapons, and the stickers are usually rubbed off because it's all about they have to have the chest sticker. That if you push on it, you see the symbol. And no, I'm not being dirty when I say chest sticker, but they gotta have the chest sticker.
Right, that's the whole point of the gimmick, right? You gotta have the rub sticker, right? Because that was part of the play feature with the Battle Beast. This actually has a gaming feature to it. It wasn't just these cool little animals that, fire beats water, wood beats whatever,
By the way, that don't sound right. Any mom saying to their kid that they got to stop rubbing their Battle Beast, that don't sound right, right?
Right. You rub your Battle Beast too much, it's going to fall off.
Yeah, Timmy, stop rubbing your Battle Beast. What did I say?
But yeah, this was a really cool toy line. I mean, it was unique enough that like you had all these different animals that were anthropomorphic, that had, you know, this armor that looked like it was from Transformers or Robotech, and they just look cool. I mean, my dad had a bunch of these, and we've told the story before, but like we had friends come over, and then slowly, one by one, my dad was missing. He every time, like every day, there would be one missing, and eventually, he only had like 4 of them, and it was like, where did my stuff go? And you know, he ended up like started moving some of his stuff away from the shelves he had to display it. But these were cool
This
figures.
was big. These size figures were hot at this time because we had Monster in my pocket, we had Muscle Men, we had Z-Bots, we had even Trash Bag Bunch. You remember what Trash Bag Bunch was? You would put these silver bags in like water. They would dissolve and show you the toy. That'd be an interesting one to look up. Trash Bag Bunch, but they were about the same size. I believe I have the name right. I'm not positive. Is it Trash Bag Bunch?
Let me go
But
look.
they would disintegrate. But you put these bags in water, they would disintegrate, and you would see a cool toy in there, a little PVC figure of a creature, and those were about the same size too.
Yeah, the Trash Bag Bunch. Okay, let me pull them up. I see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're as cool as like the Battle Beast, but they're pretty unique and different.
Oh no, they weren't as cool, but it's kind
um,
of cool. The gimmick was they would disintegrate the packaging in water to reveal your secret toy.
yeah. No, I mean that I do remember these, that now that I'm seeing them. Yeah, so let's get into the actual toys of them here. Here's some right here. I mean, you think about it, that is different and unique. So like, you know, with the Battle Beast, you were getting like animals, but they were like robots or cyborgs or had armor on. And these are like the horror aspect of that same kind of like situation. They're pretty cool.
Yo,
They definitely.
I sent a bunch of these to you, Zombie. I sent a bunch of these to him, along with a bunch of other stuff. But like, if you're wondering what some of those small toys were I sent you, some are these Trash Bag Bunch. But they look cool. They look like some shit like you'd maybe see on like Real Ghostbusters or something. You know, some of these figures. Like,
I could see that. You could definitely use these as alternative ghosts. It looks like there was a hero and a villain side to this, or because there's more humanoid characters on one side on the right versus the on the left where it's more monsters.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. What? There's only 36 in the line. Below is a picture of the original 36 original figures that I just now found on eBay.
Can you zoom in on the top left? That's the one you see a lot. There's one that almost looks like a Slimer on the top left.
Yeah, hold on. Top left. You talking about You're talking about this one right here, right? The one with the mouth open?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the 4 eyes and stuff.
That one you see a lot. That one's pretty common. Oh, there's a click to enlarge.
Yeah. These are pretty cool. I definitely probably would have picked some of these up. But I don't. They didn't catch my eye, man. Like, but yeah, they're cool. Like, seeing them in retrospective, they stand out enough. There's like a unique design for all of them. They're almost, in a way, kind of like a bigger version of Muscle Man with more paint and detail.
Yeah, they're fun, man. They're. I like the weird oddities. When you go back in the 80s and 90s, I like some of the weird oddities that are kind of overlooked. And these would be that.
Yeah, no, definitely. There was a lot of stuff that was just completely overlooked that, it's just unique enough that we saw some of this stuff. So I close out of 86. But yeah, let's get into 87. You know, you got the koosh balls.
And this is one I gotta just say, not a good.
No,
Koosh ball, not a good, bro.
Well, I mean, they were popular. Like, I mean, you think about it like now with like, we have fidget spinners, we have things that are tactile things to kind of get our focus away for things. They're very good for children that are autistic and stuff. But I remember these. I didn't see.
I mean, it's like if you were having a birthday in 87. What is this, 87?
87, yeah.
And you were wanting to get some Motu, some G.I. Joe, some Transformers, and homeboy gives you a koosh for your birthday.
Koosh.
I mean, that's up there with like a lame sweater or something. Like you don't want that, dude.
Dude, it looks like they even had different theme stuff like Sesame Street. I saw Simba a minute ago, and Donald Duck. There's Winnie the Pooh. But it's like, how is this a thing that, like, I guess it was just because it was cheap and everything, but like, you're looking at, man, like, there was, oh man, like, dude, right there, fucking the NES. How is the NES not the hottest product of this year? Let me see. We'll go back over.
I'm not feeling the koosh.
I'm not feeling it either, man. I don't want to feel it. These
It sounds too close to like Koosh too. You know, Koosh is. And then they had the Koosh Lings. What differentiated a Koosh Ling? That's the one that has the face on it. Which I gotta be honest, kind of is looking like a rock gnarly, bro. When they put the face in it.
Hey, that's
now we're back to fucking rock gnarlies all over again. The Koosh Ling's looking like a rock gnarly, dude. We can't escape them.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, compared to like everything of
dude, now I'm wondering what year was Boglins, because don't get me started how much I love Boglins, dude.
That was probably, I mean, hold on. We'll leave it to the chat. What, or Zombie, what year was the Boglins?
Oh, Supernaturals were 87. Man, okay. I love these in the hologram figure. These Supernaturals were so good.
Yeah, here you go. Hold on. So, like, you had more Battle Beasts. Yep, Silverhawks, which is 86. Which is something we didn't talk about. Silverhawks was a cool toy line. Vachrome.
Silverhawks really good. What I love about the Silverhawks, chrome, that like chrome paint, you know, that they put on them. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, back metal, or whatever.
Back metal is what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I like Captain Power, because the Captain Power figures had back metal.
Let's see. Of course.
Also, let me just say, from experience with koosh balls, your hand would smell like that stinky rubber, dude. Your hand would smell like a freaking rubber band after you touching those koosh balls. Do you remember the smell of, it's like a strong, pungent rubber? Make your hand smell like rubber.
87 Kenner, man. See if it pulls up that image. You know, I hate. Let me see if I can get this to.
By the way, I just seen some Berenstain Bears. Vince, I gotta do a shots fired. Berenstain Bears, lame ass.
Dude,
lame ass.
Right. Well, there you go. You got Centurions. You got. I was trying to get that man, like just I hate.
I feel like Berenstain Bears is like something like the teachers like wanted you to read, so you didn't fuck with it. Like Berenstain Bears, there was first of all zero cool factor to Berenstain Bears. Like
Well, there you
they
go.
had no cool.
87, right? You got the Defiant, you got Computron, you got some dinosaurs. I think the Dino Riders came out around this time. Uh,
Dino Riders are legit.
Let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, there you go. You got Fort Max, Scorponok, you got Weird Wolf. Man, I'm blanking on them. But that the Headmasters came out. Yeah, there you go.
So
Your
that
Dino
that's the
Riders.
thing. That's the thing we gotta research. Is it Berenstein or Berenstain?
Berenstain. Like they listened to Stain, the band.
How do they spell it?
There you go. California Raisins. You got some Pee-wee's Playhouse stuff. You got there you go. There is Abominus, the Terrorcons. You got the NES
Believe
and
it
the
or not,
Masters.
it's Stain. When you Wikipedia it, it's Stain. Remember, this is like a Mandela effect.
Let's
They
see.
got it as Berenstain
Berenstain.
on Wikipedia.
It's been a while. Here you go. Look. There you go. Please tell me it's not going to open up in some Supernaturals, right? My God, the ads are so bad. It's our future, guys. Just be warned. We're going to be inundated with ads on everything we do. Do you want to buy this product? Well, here's some ads for you to buy it.
And it's rare. You're gonna get so many ads for Rock Gnarlies tomorrow.
Yep. They're just going to pop up
They're
in
gonna
your
flood
Facebook feed.
inbox with Rock Gnarlies and Cooches.
Again, Cooches. All right.
Coochlings.
Okay. Let's go into 88. Of course, what is not to love about the real Ghostbusters? We did cover this already. So if you guys have not seen it, check out our previous episodes for the Toy Collector Showcase. We actually did cover Ghostbusters, but man, such a great line.
BRB won't hold it down.
Yeah, no problem. So many great toys, horror features, the slime, some amazing play sets and vehicles. Even the role-playing stuff with the proton pack and the trap and the EKG meter. Let me see, or EKP meter. Such a cool toy line. I'm glad that we're getting Hasbro to release some of these. I would love to see more of them be re-released, but that's here nor there. I don't know. Let me look and see what's going on in the chat. Scorponok is legit. A toy I wish I had back in the day. I wish I had it back in the day. I have a vintage one that I picked up that's missing a few parts that I'd love to either rebuy, but man, trying to get that one complete is a pain in the butt. Robo crack block, cock block, Robocock. Oh man, the new wholesome wellness. You need some wholesome wellness. Any McDonald's toys from '88? Maybe. I'll look into that here in a second. There should be. Yeah, the ones from the month open and wide. Wait. Yeah, I'm not reading right, guys. I'm sorry. Let me see. Ecto 1 with a DVD. I sent you a pic on Facebook. Okay, I'll check it. I'll take a look, brother. But yeah, let's look at toys for 1988. Definitely some more. Oh man, here you go. Yes. Yes, yes. Just let me see if I can just open this image without it trying to. Look at this. These weren't even real toys, but like still one of my favorite movies. I love Willow. I would love to see NECA go in and do some figures from this movie, but these were still cool, and you could use them if you played D&D. Man, man, I love it. This is pure nostalgia for me right here. I love this movie, and I damn you Disney for screwing up the TV series, which is fucking awful. How do you make a show about Willow and he's not even in the show? There you go. We got some Happy Meal racers. We got the original TMNT 88 wave. No thanks, I'm not subscribing. I just need your image. What's not to love about the Turtles, guys? Whether you got the original soft heads or the later re-releases. Which is another one we covered. Willow's great. I mean, the 80s version, not the modern day garbage we got. Right? Exactly. Okay, that's getting annoying. I gotta stop the whole right agreeing. Hey, look, we got some Barbie action here for Ken. We got Food Fighters. We got some more California Raisins. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which were bendable toys, which was weird. You got the Disney Happy Meal for Bambi stuff. Hey, look. It's Mac the Knight. Mac the Knife. Moon Man. Jose needs that figure. We need to get it for him. Look at this. It's male dancer Shredder, you know? Because, you know, we didn't want to put a shirt on Shredder. We also didn't want to, for some reason, paint his visor all the way through, but we put the eyebrows on his visor. My gosh. Shredder's a cool character, but this figure was weird. Bearman chest villain. The scrawny Shredder. Let's see. Oh man. Here's a Who remembers these? These are awesome. The army gear stuff that like turned into like micro bases and stuff. These were cool. Like each weapon, the play toy that you had turned into something. This would not sell today. You could not have this product. These are too realistic, even with the yellow barrel on The M16. This is like, I don't know. Still cool looking. I'd love to have some of these. This is all before the gun toys got taken away, guys. There you go, some more McDonald's stuff. There's the Willow figures on card. Yeah, they totally botched this one. I like hearing y'all. Oh, wait, I like hearing y'all fun with these toys, dude. Dude. This has been. I really have enjoying me and Ryan just go down memory lane talking about old toys and stuff and discussing stuff. We may need to cut it short for some of these brands, some of these years, because we're already at it's 12:14 here. I mean, I can go all night, but yep, Star Trek there, and Oliver and Company, or California Raisins. Let me see if there was anything on. There was a list of stuff. Yeah, there you go. Most popular toy of 1988, the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, by CNET. Dude, Cops, man. Who remembers Cops? Let me do that. Hold on. Just a little bit of trivia, though, guys. Cops is actually connected to G.I. Joe. Bulletproof. He has $230. I was 1 in 88, so like I hear your, I have to hear your experience. Three's Company's toys. Yeah, dude, I was 7 at that year, man. Like this stuff was. These toys were cool, man. They had like really good articulation. They had the whole cap feature where you put little bitty caps in the back of them, and you can make gunfight sounds, or the smoke. It was a very, very cool toy line. I'd love to see it come back. Damn, yeah, yep. You're not wrong, man. It's crazy. All right, so most popular toy. What's up, Hummus? Ryan had to step away. He'll be right back. So the most popular toy for 1989 was the Game Boy. Funny thing is, I didn't even get a Game Boy until the Game Boy Color, and I was, oh man, it was when the Pokemon Yellow edition came out with the Pikachu Game Boy. That was the one I got. So like I was 18. But I remember my best friend having a Game Boy, and I played his. So many good memories, though. So many good games. What's not to love about being able to take your games on the go, even though the screen is shit, and it was really hard to play in the dark. If you could even play it in the dark, you had to have some kind of light overhead to see anything. Plus the battery life. But who's got really great memories of the Game Boy or the NES? What's up, Edwin? I actually never owned a Game Boy. Crazy. How's that sound? See? See, I'm not alone, Hummus. I'm not alone. I have one. I mean, I have 2 of the original Game Boys. I need to replace the protector screen on the LED. And then I'd love to actually kind of do something with the other one, but let me see. Never owned a Game Boy, but I borrowed from a classmate before. I also borrowed a Game Boy Color from my cousin long term. Dude, Pokemon, man, Pokemon, and yes, and Dragon Quest Monsters, dude, yeah. I had a Game Boy, but I really wanted a Game Gear because of the colors. Yeah, man, Game Gear. Game Gear. I mean, Sega had it over Nintendo with the at least between the Game Gear and the Game Boy. But let's get into toys of 1989. Definitely more Ghostbuster stuff, Turtles. I did have the pizza thrower. I did have this, the Foot Cruiser. Man, that's expensive. $795 in the box. Oh man, like, did you guys ever have Megaforce? Like, did you ever get some of these toys? This was awesome. I love these. And then like whenever I played what was it? Oh, come on. Arrow Fighter, and then like the arcades, like that's what was reminding me of. Like you had like tanks and planes and jets and all this stuff. And it was super awesome. Super awesome. Didn't own any restaurants. Cheaper in the country, but it's same thing. Yeah. All right, so let's see. We're starting to get some vehicles here. For there you go. There's your Sears catalog. Look at that. You got the party wagon. You got the pizza thrower. You got the turtle blimp. What's up, Shode? You're getting more figures here. You got let's see. More villains. Yeah, Genghis Frog. The bad guy turtle. What was the bad guy turtle? What the? I don't even remember what that is. Are you talking about Krang, Rocksteady, and Baxter Stock? Okay, that's so dumb. Why wouldn't you just say, you forgot to put the S, guys? Bad guys. Or anyway, whatever. Oh yeah, the turtle blimp and the turtle van. Yep. There you go, guys. Don't you wish that you can go back in time and get these prices for a brand new Game Boy and an NES for $100, and some turtles for $3, and then the Micro Machine chopper here, transport chopper. Get to the chopper. There you go. There's my Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not great, but I'll get another one in here later. But man, like, you can't beat these prices. Of course, like inflation, they would be like what they are today or more. But you can't forget that this year was the year that Batman came out. So let's get into that. I was gonna wait for Ryan. He needs to hurry. I know he's doing his thing. Uh, but Batman 89 toys. Bad guy turtle is Slash. Right? It is Slash. Exactly. I want a Slash turtle. Do you want the show? Do you want the original? Do you want the reissue? Do you want, like, I could find you a Slash. You just let me know which one you want. I'll find it. You know, the one toy that was basically the same price was Hot Wheels. Dude, right, exactly. You can still get Hot Wheel toys for like 50 cents at Kroger or some stores now. Or like they're $1. You can get it like 10 for 10. I had the TTF Micro Machines. Dude, that Back to the Future Micro Machine set was awesome. Like the Texaco and stuff. I remember that. That was for, I think it was there was three cars and a play set, and then I think they had three Back to the Future sets. The original. All right, Shode, I can let me look around, man. I could probably get you one. Some of these some of them turn on the lights. I had the big Micro Machine collection. Love them growing up. I was a big Star Wars Micro Machine guy. I love Micro Machine 2. It was great. I wanted Monster Universe Mikey 1500. Yeah, I know. It's a bit rich for all my blood, Dizzy. All right. So what is to love about this toy line, right? Trying to get the vintage ones. Let me do that. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do Kenner. There you go. There's Bob. You're my number one guy. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. There you go. You got your Batman, two Bobs, and a Penguin. I saw a DeLorean today at Walmart. Dude, that's awesome. Ryan sent me the OG Kenner Batmobile. You know, so Edwin, there's actually a company that's doing a reissue of the Batmobile and Bob, Joker, and Batman on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't remember the company, but I'll send you the link for it. They look great. They even have the gold boxes and everything like we used to get. Because, like, don't get me wrong, like, walking into Toys R Us and seeing, like, this on the pegs, like that gold card back and stuff, and you got Batman with his toys and everything, this stood out. Yeah, here we go. So hold on, there's the, is this it? Yeah, hold on. Oh, it is Mezco. Okay. So yeah, these are the ones that are coming out. For one, I love, like, the back of the box. It's like the new style art is amazing. And then you're getting extra, like, things. So, like, you got an extra head with Joker. Without the hat, you got multiple arms for Batman's for different poses. Bob has, what's kind of cool I like about like this with Bob is the fact that, like, you can make, they don't even call him Bob, he's just a Joker Goon. That's hilarious. You have two different heads, so, like, you can almost make a different, you could buy a couple of these and make a couple henchmen for the Joker. Where does he get such wonderful toys? Yeah, so that's what they kind of implying, that you could buy two. That's cool. Okay, I like that. Hey Ryan, welcome back, man. All right, so yeah, I was showing Edwin the Mezco. Well, actually, I was showing the chat, of course, the Mezco figures that are coming out in April. They look great. They're very retro inspired to the original toy line. Did the Batwing come out as a toy? Yes, it did. And you also got the Batmobile. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, hold on. I was just saying that, like, this was the line, man, to collect back in '89. Yeah, there's your Batmobile. Yep, there you go. There you go. There it is. Oh, come on, really? Yep, there you go. There's your Batwing. I remember that thing looking much better than that, but it's still cool. There's a modern Batman toy line that my kids love. Here it comes with a headquarters. All of it is pretty cool. So is that the McFarlane stuff? Because those are pretty nice, and I'm pretty sure that might be what you're talking about. Because they did the original '60s Batman, where you can get his lab, the Batmobile. Let me see, Batman, Robin, Joker. They did the Riddler, Penguin, and I think one other, and I think they did Alfred also. Recently bought a replica Batmobile for 3 million. Only 10 exist apparently. Yeah, I would love to have a Batmobile and drive it around to work. No, no, it's okay. Having a Batmobile at the club, game over. Mobile looks sick. There's the Cartoon Network. Dude, yeah, see, like, I love the Batmobile. I mean, I love the one from Tim Burton, but I think the Batman animated series is, to me, the most iconic. What you got, Ryan?
I mean, I love the animated series, but I prefer like the two movies and like Dick Tracy. The movies of that era just caught my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch the animated series, um, but I think the movies had more impact on me because there were just too many shows to watch then. There's too many animated shows that were competing with that. Like I was more hot for X-Men animated than Batman animated at that time. So I'd say it was like third or fourth favorite for me.
Yeah, I get you. There you go, Edwin. I think that's actually the what I remember it looking like. That's the more detailed one that we got. I'd have to have to check who makes them. Let me see. Makes all the very McLarens look cheap. The Batman, dude, yeah. I'll take the old classic Batmobile, like the classic car, right? The one from the original '60s show. That one was still cool too. I like the black and white Dick Tracy video VHS. Batman A series was my shit. I had most of the toys. You know, that was the thing. Like maybe we'll need to go and dive deeper into the Batman line. Maybe that's something we do starting next year. Because it's something we haven't covered.
Kenner Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kenner Batman with all the different suits and stuff.
It's a deep toy line.
It is a very deep toy line. I'm amazed at as many figures that came out back then. Oh, who could forget the McDonald's Super Mario 3 stuff? Yeah, let me see what it shows. I think
that's Toy Seller.
Which one?
The Super Mario 3 stuff.
It said it was 89, so it would have been around that time.
They're counting the McDonald's Happy Meals for that.
What, the Mario 3? Yeah, yeah. You don't remember those or what? No, they're not.
No, I'm saying I'm surprised they count that because it's a Happy Meal. I mean,
there was
that as best-selling toys.
Well, it was. I'm just doing toys of '89 right now.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the Imaginext stuff. Okay, yeah, those are pretty fun. I remember picking up a couple of those for my son. I even have Wayne Manor. Looks like it's based off the Mario Super Show. That's hilarious. Okay, so let's get into 1990. The top toy for 1990 was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is there to say that hasn't already been said? This toy line is amazing. Uh, Playmates just knocked it out of the park. Me and Ryan gushed about how amazing they were back in the day. We also even talked about the NECA stuff. That's kind of recapturing that fire from what it was for us back in the day. But, you know, definitely something that you can get now.
Yeah, everybody had some Turtles toys.
Yeah. This was the turtle craze, man. Everybody wanted pizza and the green fighting machines.
It's like every house like had like an NES or a Genesis or Super Nintendo, and every house had like a few Ninja Turtles, maybe some Motu figures, some GI Joes. It's like in the essentials bin. Walking through any '90s house, you're likely to find those.
Oh man, dude. Wow, I totally forgot.
And if you find a Captain Planet, you're in a friend's house that's a dork.
Okay, Edwin, you unlocked a memory that I haven't even thought about in forever. Um, let me pull this up here in chat because he just talked about or in the show. He just mentioned something about, dude, like pocket power toys. I didn't remember these until I just looked them up. Like, holy crap.
Pocket Power?
Yes, pocket power toys. So these were these little bitty toy sets that you would buy that were like in a box, and you would take them out and build whatever was associated with it. So you could make race cars, you could make military stuff. Man, I haven't even thought about this toy line in forever. And I bet these are expensive now too. So I got them up here, Ryan. That's at least some of them right there on the screen.
Yeah, I don't think I had these.
Yeah, these were like cheap toys. This was by Tyco. And they had like just different little bitty gimmicks. Let me see. Nothing. Let me see. I'm gonna keep up with chat here. Toys, nothing amazing, but the kids like them. G.I. Joes were the most fun to play with for me. Hell yeah, showed G.I. Joe for life. I did Q's, love them. Got my hands on a BB gun. Always wanted the zombie gun, or the gun zombie. Yeah, the Trick Scout or whatever. So hold on, let me see. I'll pull up a couple more of these. They were just like cool. Like, here's one.
What year are we on? 89?
89. Like, this is something like you could technically use with your GI Joes, right? You build this like missile anti-air cannon. And it would just fold, like you'd pull it out, play with it, be able to put it back into the tray, and then hide it back in your pocket, which was the gimmick, you know, the whole like, you can be playing with this in class and your teacher wouldn't even know kind of thing. This is dude, man, this is fucking cool. I totally forgotten about this. Thanks, Edwin. There you go, Ryan. That's one you need to get. Glow Bones. It's a medieval skeleton that glows in the dark.
What year was Air Raiders?
Air Raiders? Let me look it up. Air Raider toys. Oh, I remember these. I didn't have any of these. Holy crap. Let me look. What? 87. Well, let me pull them up. Give me a second.
The Pocket Power made me think of Air Raiders.
Yeah, these were micro figures and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are pretty cool looking. I remember seeing these, but I don't remember. I never picked any up. They almost look like a futuristic Star Wars or G.I. Joe type toy line.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool. Let me see what's going on. Made by Sega. Kind of reminds me of Kinder Egg toys, right? Yeah, that's true. They're credit card size that fit in your pocket. Yep. Pull it out, play with it. Oh my. Extra weapons, kids, kits for G.I. Joe toys, right? Yes, sir. Had these on Flipstars. All right, so yeah, I didn't. Man, I totally forgot about that toy line. So let's look up toys of 1990. All right, so after this, I think we're just gonna cover the rest of this, guys, so we can go ahead and wrap up the episode. But
There's too many.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover, man. This is like we could have done this as a two-parter. Oh wow, man! Like the Beetlejuice toys.
I definitely had some.
Yep, I still have a few. Like I have the circus one, and then I think one other one that's not in this picture. Stretch Armstrong. What do we got over here? Let me do this first. We'll go here. What was the most popular toy in 1990? Tamagotchi. That comes up later, though.
Tamagotchi. I mean, I gotta say, they were stupid, dude.
Virtual Pets, man. Oh, here you go. What, Polly Pocket?
They were stupid.
More McDonald's toys. You got some Power Rangers showing up here. I don't know if that's. I think that's just random toy selection stuff. Exo Squad, Boglins.
Boglins were amazing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Boglins were amazing.
Oh my god, I can't see anything because of the ads. Dream phone. I forgot about that. Oh, dude, no.
Dreaming on my dream phone.
Here you go, dude. The Alien toys came out, the Kenner ones. We've talked about Alien figures already. My Joe's just been having a battle. Edwin, you can get replacement O-rings for your Joes. They're not too difficult to reinstall if you have any of those figures anymore.
What's up, Show?
Scumbug, you got the sewer layer over here. Yeah, more Polly Pocket. Dick Tracy toys, which we have not talked about yet either.
Dick Tracy toys were great. Still affordable to get them.
Yep. What about was Street Sharks 1990? I thought it was 92, wasn't it?
I love the way the Dick Tracy toys look, by the way, because there's no question that they nail each character in the movie. By the way, characters whose faces were goofy as fuck and were not easy to nail, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the facial likeness quality of the Dick Tracy toys, every character is spot on with the movie. And you can't say that for most movies. Most movies, they will fuck up multiple figures' facial likeness.
Mm-hmm. Bucky O'Hare. No, you're correct on that. That they definitely did. A lot of times could not get the likeness for, and a lot of it was sadly like rights issue. But then again, too, it was also because they were shitty molders and stuff. Ah, The Simpsons. There you go. We've talked about those, not on the show, but other times.
Yeah, the Trolls were big.
Yep. X-Men. All right, so now, guys, for this
is gonna sound stupid as hell, but the Trolls had a smell to the plastic. There was a smell to the Trolls. And I know you're gonna say, Ryan, the fuck? You're smelling Trolls? Listen, bro. They smelled unique. I don't know how to explain it. Like a sweet smell. The Trolls. It's like, you ever open plastic, that new plastic smell? It's like that.
Yeah, no.
It's like when you smell something and you question why. You're like, why does gasoline smell kind of good? I don't know. I don't know
why gasoline smells good.
I don't have the answers for these things. I can just tell you them.
The more I smell, the more my brain cells go away, and the more I like this smell because I know I'm going to die. Okay, so this is something else. This is the worst idea ever that we had to deal with as Transformers fans. And that was the introduction of the Action Masters. These figures did not transform. They were more inclined with like G.I. Joe figures. So what was the point of having a Transformer that didn't transform? Which is kind of a cool Easter egg for the fact that if you watch Transformers 1, when Megatron and Prime start out, they don't have their transforming cogs. They're technically Action Masters. Which is
like the Pretenders that were like nesting dolls, bro.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Boys in a shell.
Mm-hmm.
They remind me of Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah, this was the end of the original G1 line. Man, that's was the Action Master stuff. Which came first, Trolls or Fraggle Rock? Fraggle Rock did. To answer that question.
Listen, I will still die by the knife on that a lot of toys by 2000 sucked. For a while there, they sucked. A lot of toys sucked for a while in 2000s. We're gonna go head to head on that, Vince. We might get in a fist fight.
Well, it won't be tonight, but we may do that at some point. All right, so 91, the most popular toy, as far as this article that we're going by, was the Sega Game Gear,
That's why I'm glad the cutoff is 2000. The Game Gear was great, just used too much battery life too quick. You had to plug it into your adapter.
6 AA batteries.
Vince, there's no
Crazy.
yawning on the show.
Sorry, crazy. I need to get more. I need to go some more tea. Um,
Vince, we can't yawn when you're surrounded by toys. This is what we love. There's no yawning on the show.
hey, look,
You're
look.
surrounded by toys. This is what we love.
I'm a 43-year-old man, unfortunately, and like sometimes when I sit down the game, I pass out.
See, what happened was he started yawning as soon as we mentioned Tamagotchi, and I agree with you. I want to yawn too.
Yeah, true. Yes. Transfer had the durability, couldn't fold, couldn't transform. Fraggle Rock, I'd say. I got the entire Fraggle Rock series on DVD from Goodwill. That was an old library. Oh, it was an old library copy. That's cool. 2000s were Beanie Baby craze. I wanted this FOMO. All right, so yeah, this is. I didn't even get a Game Gear right away. I think we got ours in like '93, maybe. I was thinking it was whenever the X-Men game came out is when we got our Game Gear. But I played like Shining Force and a bunch of other stuff on it. I don't even have my original. I don't have any of my games. I just have whatever I've rebought recently.
Look, they were really clowning on the Game Boy Hardcore. This is that Genesis does, Sega does.
Right?
Era.
Yes, exactly.
And they were clowning hardcore on that pea green Game Boy screen. Too good effect, let me just say. And there was some crazy stuff you could do with your Game Gear that people forget. You could attach your tennis antennas to it and watch like your local sports game on that shit. No joke.
Oh yeah, I think there was also the FM tuner, right? That you could listen to the radio from it. That it was a cool feature. I mean, this was actually really cool device. If they had found a way to have a different battery source type or whatever. I mean, this is still before lithium batteries as far as it like being in the mainstream. So, and I mean, of course, they did improve it with the Nomad, which allowed you to be able to play Genesis on the go. But this was still cool.
I think what they had to fight with more was the strong established Game Boy library at that point, which was hard to compete with.
Mm-hmm.
And a saturation of the market, because if people already had the Game Boy, chances are it's going to be harder to want to get a Game Gear too, because parents were cheap and want to buy both. So then you'd have to kind of focus most of your market segment on those who don't have a Game Boy. Like the Game Gear would be their first handheld. You kind of had to focus on those people as your buyer.
Yeah, because we still hadn't even gotten like the Game Boy Color at this time, and then on top of that, it's with the I mean, you had better games on the Game Gear than than the Game Boy. It was a cool system.
Yeah, because you were getting Master System in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Master System graphics in your hand.
So let's move over to.
And with the Game Boy, let's face it, with Game Boy, you're getting inferior to even NES games graphics. They were not on par with NES graphics.
No, that X-Men game on here was amazing.
I would argue that the music was still amazing on the Game Boy. The music did sound really good.
Mm-hmm. It said that Sonic, Strider, Jurassic Park, etc. Yeah, there was so much good stuff. All right, so let's go over to 92. And this one, they said it was the WWF figurines. I didn't collect
which I really
these.
love.
Yeah, you go for it. Spread your love on this.
I collected the shit out of these Hasbro figures. The likeness was great. Not accessory heavy because it was wrestling, you know. So like you'd have your like Honky Tonk Man with his guitar. You'd have Jake the Snake with his snake, but like you didn't get accessories with every toy. What they made up with that with action reflexes, like you'd have like your arm do like a punch, or you'd have like the almost like
Yeah.
the Ram Man gimmick where you had like kind of this spring loaded jump action. They could kind of jump off the ring.
I mean, these had big playability. I mean, my two best friends, Jeff and Josh, played the hell out of like these figures, and I was like, I was doing like more gaming at the time. Like, you're looking at what? Super Nintendo is out, and I was playing the shit out of that. But it's still cool. I mean, for the likeness and for what they were, the playability that's there. I mean, they weren't very articulated, but I mean, you really kind of got a good feel for playing with these and wrestling with them. They had some kind of nice gimmick.
Most wrestling figures fans that I've heard or talk to all hold these up in high regard. Even compared to modern, there's something about them, and they've held their value extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
They're very expensive. A lot of these, especially as you get towards the end of the waves, the later waves of these, because the first 5-6 waves sold so good, but by the tail end they were releasing wrestlers that hadn't really established yet, thus making the prices of a lot of them really high.
I want that Piper, man.
Not everybody bought them.
Well, and it looks like that, like the paint was really good, because like none of these I've scrolled through have looked like they've had any kind of wear or tear.
They held up.
Yeah.
They held up.
All right, on to 1993, guys. There is no surprise.
Luckily, a lot of my doubles I sent Edwin
Mm-hmm.
were the most popular ones you'd want. Like, I had doubles. I was able to send him my doubles of, like, I sent him a Hogan, a Macho Man, his favorite Ultimate Warrior, Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man. So like I had luckily doubles of all like the greatest hits wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an easy way, by the way, pro tip. He laughed when he opened them, but a really cheap, easy, non-expensive way, if you don't have bubble wrap, just wrap them up in some paper towels, man. That's what I did. But it kind of looked like he was opening a bunch of tampons, but surprise, there's Hasbro wrestlers in there, and it weren't tampons.
Right, there you go.
But you got the package. You're like, what the hell is this? Are these wrapped in paper towels? Hey man, that's poor man's bubble wrap, son, and it keeps the paint from wearing.
All right, so the Talk Boy was the toy for 1993 for Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
I wish Zombie has one.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he talking about that. Such a cool little gimmick. I mean, it was, it's the funny thing is like we all think of the Wizard as the commercial for Super Mario Brothers 3, even though like we don't even see it until like the end of the movie. And then like the Talk Boy is used through the whole movie of Home Alone 2.
So I don't know what it is, but Walkmans and old cassette like tape players of this era almost never function. And if you look on eBay, almost half the listings you'll see is for parts. Something about these, like they wear out, or the mechanisms in them, they don't want to play after a while. I don't know what it is, but in my experience, it's hard to find Walkmans that still are working from that era, 80s, 90s. and so forth with the Talk Boys.
Yeah.
It's hard to find them working perfect,
I
and
mean,
I don't know why.
right. Well, it's the remember any kind
Wear
of
and tear.
electronic stuff is gonna wear and tear. You know, depending on how like kids treated these things, they could have messed with the heads on it. They could have like messed with like the internal mechanisms that turn the wheel inside the cassette tape. Um, but I don't know. It's definitely a cool item. I definitely see a couple different colors here, which kind of reminds me of like maybe Nintendo got the idea for Play It Loud with this stuff. Let me go look at the chat real quick. Never had one of these, but definitely wanted one. I wish I had one of these. Even when I was old enough to get one, they were probably outdated. Showed says that the Wizard is greater than Home Alone for me, which I can understand that. Never heard the Talk Boy. Never had a Talk Boy, but I did have access to the Sony Walkman and all the knockoffs from that day. Taking about the films, the cassette tapes. Yeah, okay, all right. Let's see. But I mean, it was a cool little feature, man. Like my dad had one of the tape recorders, so like I didn't need one of these because I could just use a tape recorder to, like the big ones that you have to push down, like the one you saw at in The Thing when McCready's talking about like leaving the tape for whoever finds it.
Who do you think had more range, Fred Savage or Macaulay Culkin? I think maybe Savage did.
I you know I would agree with that because you look at like what Michael J. Fox and how he was what in Family Ties, and then he went into Back to the Future, and then just like had this amazing film career. Where like Macaulay Culkin had Home Alone and didn't really. He had a couple other films, but didn't.
Yeah, like Richard Rich, but The
Yeah, he.
Good Son.
But he didn't break
But Fred
out.
Savage,
Yeah.
The Wizard, um, Little Monsters. He had Vice Versa, which is I
Mm-hmm.
think an underrated flick with Judge Reinhold, where they switch roles, dad and father and son, and um, and the Wonder Years just as on its own is like some of the best like family show acting I've ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
and for a coming of age show.
And you can't forget Princess Bride. So, but I mean, even him after a certain point, he stopped acting. Or did like certain things. So, but yeah, that's a good question. I didn't notice that the
Man,
top
like we
was
get
on.
these guys on the street with these trucks. Vince, this is unrelated. I just need to make a note of it.
Yeah.
Just to set the scene for the people in chat. What is it with these motherfuckers in their trucks? Just wanna, dude, it's the middle of the night. They'll get behind like one person and just tailgate and just rev their engine. It's like, just go around, you redneck bitch. Just drive around them. Why are you torturing like somebody on the street going the speed limit, and this guy just revving his engine like it's Dukes of Hazard in this bitch, just smoke coming out of his truck. Unbelievable, dude. These
It,
people just fucking hit a fucking telephone pole.
it's
You
not even,
fuck.
dude. It's not even like like you got these guys that drive crazily. They rev their engine when they get upset, and it's like, hey, it's not my gas you're wasting, right? You just go out ahead and burn that shit. Um, like there's times I'm going home, and there is a guy that like I and it's sometimes just slow traffic, just coming from my office to my home, and they'll be like, just stop and go traffic, and then there's one dude that's impatient that like tries to get in the next lane to try to cut me off or somebody else off, and then, like the traffic moves, and then they're stuck because they're on an off ramp, and it's like, well, I guess you missed out. It's like they never think about like strategically when they're driving what they need to do.
Yeah.
They're so impatient, and they let their emotions take over. Don't even get
It's
me
like they're
started,
already
Ryan.
the bully of the street, right? They're already the bully of the street, bro, because they're like in a legit monster truck sized vehicle on the street and like a normal sized sedans in front of them. And they're trying to like run them off the road at like 2 a.m. Like, seriously, dude? Like, you have a small wiener complex, bro.
Uh, Hey, most of these guys have a small wiener complex, man. What?
Yeah.
Hey, it's not our job to love these guys. Let their wives or women take care of that. Let me send a reminder to the chat about this. So, guys that just came in, I know some of y'all know, but I'm gonna pop this here in the chat for you, and then we'll continue on. But here's the rules and everything. Oh man, I gotta do in sections here. Hold on a second. We'll do. Apparently, I put too much information in one little spot. Oh, it's even still too much there. You know what? I'll just put it in the description. Guys, check the description later, and it'll give you the rules as far as entering the contest to win Optimus Prime. But yeah, let me get back here. So we'll move on to 94. In my area, some idiots like to race at 2 or 3 a.m. and cause a lot of damage when they're messed up. That's what used to happen in my area too. Boiling, it did. It sucked. But so 1994 was the glorious year for anyone that loved the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers. There was so much stuff that came out for this line. This is definitely one that we do need to cover at some point. Maybe even talk about some of the Super Sentai, some of the other stuff that we didn't get here. But maybe just cover the original line. But
Kimberly the Pink Ranger was just too damn cute.
hey man, that was the one that everybody wanted to get with, right?
Plus, she could do gymnastics. She was flexible. Dude, that rockin' theme song. When that theme song came on, ba-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na, go go Power Rangers.
You know, it's funny looking at the
Who
toys.
wasn't rocking to that in their room, dude? If you weren't rocking to the Power Rangers theme song, dude, you were dead inside. That fucking shreds that song. Go go Power Rangers, you mighty morphin Power Rangers.
Dizzy, I just saw your message to me, brother. That's awesome. I'll send it over to you, Ryan, unless he did. Of his VHS stuff and his Ghostbusters Ecto 1. But yeah, no, I mean, like for me the appeal was the mecha, you know, the transforming stuff. I wasn't a fan of like the day-to-day high school life of these guys.
How dare you, Vince?
Look, man,
how dare you? I loved it.
I just wanted to see the kung fu fighting and them in the Zords.
You didn't love them, like when they fought the bullies? They shamed them.
Oh, what, Bulk and Skull? Right? Yeah, no. Yeah,
dude, listen, how much time did they spend in that ice cream place, right? Like, they're always up in there, just in the ice cream shop.
Well, how many times did Zach and all of them stay at the
Max?
The Max, man. I mean, like a portion of the show was them at that location.
My favorite is the evil Green Ranger one. When he's like, "Newsflash, Kimberly, the world doesn't revolve around you."
Could you imagine like the Saved by the Bell kids being Power Rangers? Zach coming up with some scheme to hook up with like each of the girls, and like, not actually wanting to be a ranger.
Dude, my theory for a while is I could have sworn it was the same high school because it's very similar. Like the staircase in the middle
Angel Grove
up to the
versus
second floor by the locker.
Bayside, yeah.
It's very similar looking, but I guess it's not the same.
Yep. A lot of cool memories. I wasn't a big fan, man. Like I'm gonna be honest, I watched the Japanese version, where the Power Rangers die, like, and then they're replaced
How
with a new
dare you,
team.
man? You're killing me right now.
I'm
You're
being
killing me,
serious.
Small.
Hey, I'm being honest, man. I was not a fan. Like, I just, my sister was. I remember like all my friends in school were big fans. It's just like, guys, come on.
Well, look, the first 2 seasons were legit. After that, forget about it. Once they brought in that blonde chick, it's over, dude. I don't know who the blonde chick's name was. And listen, I'm always like the all for a blonde chick, right? But not no. When this girl came in, I think it was like by season 3, it was lame ass. And then they replaced some of the main characters.
Yep, Johnny
Yeah, just
Bosch
stick
became
with
the
the
Black
first
Ranger,
two.
he was good, but of course he became an awesome voice actor. But I mean, I don't know. Like I enjoyed the movie. Maybe it was because of the girl that showed up that was supposed to be the thing that get the parents, the man, the males, the dads to be interested in the movie while they had to sit there with their kids. But keep in mind too, man, I was 13. Like I was watching anime and other shit. I don't know. I just couldn't get. Don't hate me, guys. I just couldn't get into it. And I should have been. I
Well,
love Voltron, but
what's the one I couldn't get into?
let me see. The
Captain Planet.
the Planeteer. I was trying to make something funny, but it's okay. Yes, Captain Planet. Yeah, that's definitely not on this list, and we'll probably never cover Captain Planet, guys. I'm sorry, or it'll be by myself just to talk about it
No, I
briefly.
won't do it. Listen, I told Vince if we cover Captain Planet, I'm quitting the show. That's it. I'm not doing it.
Um, honestly, Boiling. One of the things I'll say though is that like I loved the animation that was taking place for when the Zoid would come together to become the Megazord, and like I was like that was badass. And I love the whole like guys in suits fighting monsters, so it was very Godzilla, but like the drama of high school students, like I was in middle school and it just didn't mesh with me, but it's okay. It's all right. I still enjoy it. I still get it. Yes, he has very much planet hater. He's like screw the planet. But
Dude, it was a terrible show. And it was forced education on recycling and just corniness. It was everything that was not rock and roll was that show. It
everything
was
that was like,
everything that was like your
oh,
mom would approve of, and that is a no go. Your mom can't approve of your show.
I mean, come on, dude. Like hey, Captain Planet had a mullet. He was trying to pull a Billy Ray
Which is also
Cyrus.
not cool. Like the mullet was over. They're like, what would be cool? Let's give him a mullet after mullets were already done with.
Hey, man,
They
Billy
gave him a
Ray was
mullet like
trying to bring it
3 years
back.
too late.
He's like, don't break my heart. Captain Planet had a great theme song, but the show was poor, says Showed. All right, so here we go. We're going into 1995. Now, keep in mind, guys, I didn't get into these either, but there was a reason for that. The greatest game of all time came out, and that is Chrono Trigger. But it's not the number one item for 1995. it wasn't even like an RPG that anybody wanted to play other than us RPG people, because RPGs weren't sought after back then, and we had to be in this niche nerd group. It's not like everybody's like, oh, I'm all into RPGs now because it's cool. It was cool back then,
I
even
just like
before.
the frog.
But yes, the Pogs. Pogs were
What's the frog? What's the frog's name?
Glenn. Glenn is the frog's name.
That's the name they come up with for a frog, Glenn.
Well, he was named. No, he wasn't. He's not originally a frog. He was a squire to his friend Cyrus, but he was a better swordsman than his friend Cyrus. Gets turned into a frog. Eventually gets cured of the curse once, or the spell once Magus dies in one of the endings.
Oh.
But no, yeah, no, I love Chrono Trigger.
Frogs were a big deal, son.
Yeah, Pogs were a very big deal. My sister was a big collector of it. I was not. Like I said, I was big into video games and anime at the time. And this is like, keep in mind, like anime wasn't popular, like or well known back then. It could have been. It couldn't have been. They could have called him.
What was the coolest thing about Pogs, though? What was the coolest thing about Pogs, though, was the slammers. Let's see some slammers.
You want to see some slammers? All right, all right. Where's that picture you sent me of Drew Barrymore? Wait, never mind.
I'd slam her.
There you go. There's a Apocalypse slammer. Hey, look, even Barbie got in the action. Dude, now this would be a cool box to have. Like freaking Street Fighter Pog box. I'd probably what would this be on eBay? I agree to the cookies. What is 85 euros? I don't even think this came out here. I think it's only in Europe.
I had to just post Drew in my Discord.
You posted Drew in your Discord. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let our fans that are in your Discord and friends in your Discord go check it out.
Oh,
yes. Dude, look at this. All right, now this would be cool to have too. A sealed box of Spawn Pogs from Canada. Wow, that's freaking awesome.
You know what's something funny is Brady had those, dude. Brady bought some of those at a flea market.
The Spawn ones?
Yes.
Dude.
Those exact Paul. I used to like some called Slugs. Can you look up Pog Slugs? And they had lenticular art on them. So you could like look at them in 3 different ways. Yeah, Pog Slugs.
Okay, there's your box. There you go, $75, man.
I love
Dragon Ball Z was my gateway anime. Dragon Ball Z is amazing. I used to collect Pogs back in the day, exchange them, bottle caps for the Pogs. That's cool. Supposedly the replacements for the next card. Back in the day, yeah, and it didn't take. I mean, so Pogs was something that came out like originally and in the 70s, that got repurposed in the 80s or in the 90s. Damn, $190 for Pogs. But Spawn, he's hella cool though, right? Yeah, exactly. Yes, there you go. There's your slug. You can see the lenticular part of it, Ryan.
Yeah. That's what I love about them.
I mean, like, look, this stuff is still nostalgic. I had friends who played this. I played it with them, but I never collected it. But it was a unique thing, especially like playing it in school and stuff, or on the playground. And as Zombie had mentioned in our podcast about collecting trading card games and things, his school banned him. There you go, Pokemon. Pretty cool. All right, let's move into 1996. Tickle Me Elmo. I remember the craze for this item. I remember on the news. I remember in the newspaper. It was like, I remember, like, because we go to Toys R Us and like KB Toys, and we always hunted toys anyway. But like this item, like everybody was like trying to get for their kid. Very, very popular. And of course, later on, it became a meme thing with how he would shake and make certain sounds. But I got nothing much more to say on him. Do you got anything, Ryan?
Never had it, never wanted it, never liked it. Tickle Me Smellmo.
But Ryan. Oh, sorry. That's not. That's not. I could almost mimic his voice, but not quite. All right, so 1997. I mean, like, so for me, this year was all about the PlayStation, and Final Fantasy VII, and Symphony of the Night, and other RPGs and other great stuff. But this was a craze. I actually had a Tamagotchi. I had um, I think I had like a Godzilla one. But virtual pets, right? Before it was a big thing. It's this brand, this technology has lasted for a long time. Doesn't seem like it's gonna go anywhere. But it was definitely a craze. Detective one that reported where Elmo was starting to say weird. Yes, they did. I remember that boiling. Yes, there was one Elmo doll that was like spitting out some weird shit. Probably played about 3 different Tamagotchis before. Well, like so whenever the Dreamcast came out, right? So if you I remember like we were importing stuff when I worked at Game Crazy, and we had a some imported VMUs, and one of the VMU packs you could get was a Gamera, Godzilla, and like one other monster. But the only one we ever got at the store was the Gamera, and I still have the little mini Gamera figure that came with that. But it was cool because you had this whole thing where like you would raise up Gamera, then you would fight other of his monsters, and then but if you had a friend who had it, you would fight Gamera versus Gamera or Godzilla, and it was freaking awesome. But I don't even know where that thing went. I probably need to try to see if I can't buy another one, but let me go look that up. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, this right here. I had this. Like I said, I still have the plush. How much is this? 165. I don't know if I can justify that. I don't have the VMU anymore. I wish I did. But I still have that Gamera figure. How are you reporting this as new and the freaking item is out of the package? Once you remove from package, it is no longer new inbox. You lying son of a beach. Ryan, he's lying, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna look at the shop. Oh, look, there you go. I think I could pay $93 for a VMU. Maybe. All right, that was a weird tangent. Sonic VMs were neat. They probably jacked up the price of the Dreamcast custom VMUs. It's not too high of a ceiling, but it's high enough to think twice. Right, exactly. I mean, maybe if I made payments to it, it'd be fine, but yeah, here you go. This is the Mothra one. So there was a Mothra. That's awesome. And it came with Ghidorah. That is freaking awesome. And it's, oh my, yeah, I'm gushing. All right, I want this in my life. Ryan, tell me not to buy more shit. Anyway. All right, I'm off the VMUs. I'll look at that later. All right, Ryan, anything else? Simagachis? I guess you had to step away. It's okay. So let's get into 1998, guys. 1998 was the Furby craze.
Oh, I did not care for these either. These are poor man's Gremlins, bro.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have had a gizmo that moved and talked that you could like teach it how to speak. Like new listings on eBay, usually a red flag.
This is what I'm talking about, man. We're just getting stupid with stuff at this point. Tickle Me Elmos, Furbies, Tamagotchis. We were going full R-word. We're going to be fully retired again.
Fully retired.
Fully retired.
Look, this is creepy, right here.
Plus, then we get into Beanie Babies too. It's just like the end is near at this point. This is just like when shit was just not cool anymore.
This is Scorpion's Furby. He ripped the flesh off. Yeah, we're definitely.
Dude, if you had to look at where we were coming from, we're coming from the 80s with Motu, Transformers, Thundercats, into the 90s with Turtles, just Boglins, just everything's awesome. And we end the 90s with, first of all, with boy bands, bad pop music. We end the 90s with Tamagotchis, Furbies, Tickle Me Elmos.
So hold on, but keep in mind though, we got Star Wars, Power of the Force. Actually, 1998 Phantom Menace toys, which were great, but unfortunately not on the list of to beat Furbies. Pro Yo 2. Oh my god, I remember that. Stupid people getting crazy for that.
What a way to close out the 90s with a bunch of caca.
With a bunch of caca. All right. Batman and Robin action figures, Tamagotchi, Spice Girl dolls.
Plus, you know what else was popping off? Lame Nickelodeon shows at this point. Blue's Clues. What were those stupid dancing jiggly things the kids were watching with the
Teletubbies?
What were those things?
With so it was the creatures with the PlayStation button controller symbols.
Teletubbies were weak. Barney was weak. Stuff was just going down.
No, but we had Spawn figures. We had Beast Wars toys. Those were great.
Yeah, thank God for Spawn figures.
We had Toy Story stuff. We had the Resident Evil figures. Oh my god, Toy Biz Resident Evil figures were so good. We did start getting some of the reissues of the Turtle figures. Marvel Legends was around this time too. I mean, like we had some good stuff, but it was being outshadowed by some other things. I mean, the X-File figures were not too bad. We had the stupid 1998 Godzilla movie. Don't even get me started about that trash. I love like friggin' Matthew Broderick and Jean Reno, but like that Godzilla movie was trash. Okay, so let's get into.
Hey, let me just say, you have a problem musically when the most rock and roll shit you can put on fucking MTV is Blink 182. When that's the most rock and roll shit you can put on, you know you're in trouble for music.
What's up, Mike?
And look, I like Blink, but if that's the most rock and roll shit you got, it's over, dude.
Even James Rouse says 1998 Godzilla sucks. Mike Wolfson here. What's up, Mike? All right, so yeah, I mean that's 1998. Let's get into 99. Pokemon. Pokemon was definitely the biggest thing in 1999. I can agree with this. I mean, you got like gold and silver, you got red and blue, yellow.
I really didn't like the movie Ants. I wasn't into the Ants movie. It's kind of stupid, dude.
Dude, I didn't see Ants either. I still have not watched
a movie about ants, dude. I step on ants.
Well, yeah, in the 90s, yeah, dude, we did have, yeah, see, what Ryan's talking about is like MTV now, not MTV back in 1998. Because, yeah.
No, I'm talking about MTV in 1998, dude.
No, because
we had the height of...
We had System of the Down, like they're saying. We had Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit. I mean...
But that was a little bit later. For a while, it was just like... Blink, and then Limp started taking off.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty weak rock music wise for a while.
We had like
there.
Static X and Disturbed. But yeah, I get you.
Well, their videos weren't really popping off on MTV, man, to be fair.
No, but they were on the radio. Yeah.
They were.
Shit, I was a big Static X fan.
Because we can't undermine how popular MTV was then. This was the height of TRL. So TRL was kind of running what popular music was back then at that point.
So there's definitely something that we do need to talk about that has nothing to do with toys, but we did get toys for them later on, which was 1999 was the release of the first Matrix. Fucking amazing movie, amazing visual effects that changed the landscape for digital effects, as well as an amazing soundtrack. But yes, Pokemon was definitely a big thing. Shit, I played a lot of that. But come on. Toys of 1999. Man. Where do I begin with this?
Hey, dude, that was such a weird... What an odd time, though. Like, I gotta say, late 90s. It's just like anybody that had ever been on the Disney Channel was getting like massive record deals. It's a very, very weird time. All of a sudden, dude, when you look at like early 90s compared to that, and they're pulling talent, the best they can do for pulling talent is like who was on the Disney Channel as a kid. You got problems with that too.
Yeah, you're right. I think
Weird.
99 or 98 was the birth of when we started getting more like actual Dragon Ball Z figures. We had Todd McFarlane doing the Metal Gear Solid 2 figure line, which is great. Still more Star Wars stuff. I think we were into. I think we're still in Phantom Menace stuff. I actually remember going through the midnight release of the figure line at Toys R Us with my dad and picking up a bunch of figures. But like I didn't like I still collected toys, but it wasn't like as hardcore back then. Um I mean, I collected like video game stuff and then video game like tie-in toys or Star Wars figures. I'm still big into Star Wars. Cuz like Transformers had kind of like died at this point, unfortunately. But yeah, when McFarlane stuff was great, Spawn.
They had a long run though.
Oh yeah, Transformers? Yes. Like I think around this time, honestly, I think like either 99 or 2000 we started getting Hasbro was re-releasing the GI Joe O-ring figures, and then they went into this weird thing where they were trying to bring the brand back with like Venom versus Valor, and it wasn't as good as it should have been. There we go. That's what I needed right there. But I mean, like, you know, you were getting the Justice League
Other than
stuff.
McFarlane stuff, though, do you see like look at like what we're getting into here? This is just
Yeah,
this is like the dark.
we
Look,
got
look, we
weird
can't even
shit.
do it. Look how dumb that Inspector Gadget even looked like from the Broderick movie. That looks so stupid.
I know. And then on top of that, you had Wild Wild West, which was weird. I mean, it's still I mean, it's a good movie if you understand like the original TV show, but it was a weird movie for newer audiences. You know, you got Tarzan, you got Godzilla here, which is fine. Anything Godzilla is always great. This is on the cusp of Godzilla 2000, which is a fantastic movie. Of course, Phantom Menace. Yep, there you go. You had the Sin City figures that McFarlane was doing, which were pretty good. There's the Inspector Gadget figure that you're talking about. Um, yeah, it wasn't great, man. Like that's another thing we completely missed was like the Jurassic Park figures from Mattel were great, but that was back like 92. Um but yeah, it's just and then even like the wrestling figures weren't that good. You had Austin Power toys, which is still that was still McFarlane. McFarlane was knocking it out of the park. Oh yeah, I remember these. The
You say there was Austin Powers toys?
yeah, right here.
That oh god.
Look, it's fat
Who,
bastard
who
kid in
made
my
Austin
belly.
Powers toys?
Huh? Hey man, what? Who wouldn't want a Heather Graham toy, right? No. I don't know, man. I don't know who these were for, honestly. I like
Dude, I don't know one person that ever owned a fucking Austin Powers toy. Did you buy like a fat bastard toy?
what I
Was there like a lot of vagina,
a
that
lot
character?
of vagina,
She
yeah.
had a figure. Remember a lot of vagina? They
Yeah,
all
dude,
had
it
like
was
dirty names.
right. I mean, like it's not for kids. This is definitely in the age where we were having adult collectibles even more. But yeah, no. Phantom Menace stuff was great, and then like this Toy Biz when they started doing the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff was great. Having those figures, I still have that Morgan from that set.
What was some of the characters' names on those toys? The Austin Powers ones?
Oh, there was Austin Powers. That was Felicia Shagme or whatever her name was. That was Heather Graham's
Felicia
character.
Shagwell.
Yeah, and then
Felicity Shagwell or whatever.
Fat Bastard. All right, so let's get into the last year, the last decade. I mean, the last part of this episode. This is where,
Dude, imagine if for the giveaway we were giving away Austin Powers toys. Nobody would even want them. They'd be like, "No,
screw, yeah,
don't send those to me."
we're not gonna come back. We're not gonna come back to watch your show. You're wasting our time with this giveaway nonsense.
Yeah.
All right, so
We'll be like, guys, listen, we're trying to give you these Austin Power toys. You don't want them?
they're minty. They're autographed by the whole cast.
Do I make you horny, baby? Yes.
Do I make you Randy? There was a masked toy line. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there was a masked toy line. It wasn't great either.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
So the biggest item of 2000 was a Razor scooter. I don't know much more to say about that. I mean, scooters are cool.
Yeah. The Razor scooter was ass.
But
Fuck
yeah,
the Razor scooter.
I just remember like young kids getting this. It's funny. I got like, what did I get for Christmas from a friend? I got Ghost in the Shell, the uncut version, right? I got Iron Hander from another friend. I got like another anime from another friend. It's like, why am I don't want this. But I do remember like whenever what was it? I think in 95, like whenever they started doing the G2 figure lines with Megatron as the tank with the green and purple camo, and then Optimus Prime G2 with the sound box, the black trailer. I got that for Christmas with a couple games and things. But that was back in 95, man. I was like, I was like 14. I still bought toys, or I still got toys because I didn't care. Like, but let's
You know
look
what
at
the Razor reminds me of? Remember that metal thing that would measure your foot?
Yes.
It's like if you made that longer and stuck a metal pole on it. That's what the fucking Razor would do. A foot measure.
They could do content creators on the Austin Power toys, and just flat. We could do a episode on that, Boiling. Oh my gosh, what we'll do is we'll do a whole thing where it's Todd McFarlane movie line figures. That might work for an episode at some point. So for 2000, I think you're looking at like what? Man, I don't know if these pictures. Yeah, because there was the RoboSyn. That damn thing was freaking at Best Buys. I just remember tons of people buying that. I'm like, why? Of course, Amazing Godzilla over here. Oh yeah, we got Beast Machines, Transformers, the last season of Beast Wars. Whenever it did. Well, Beast Machines was that last series of the original Beast Wars stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. We got the Legend of Zelda Toy Biz figures. Those were cool. Here, I'll pull that picture up so you guys can see it.
Man, toys were fucking up at this time.
Well, yeah. I say these are cool, but man, look. Freaking Zelda looks like she has cookies in her mouth. Right?
Listen, whoever was in the game making toys at Kenner or Hasbro or Mattel at this point, they needed to just have mass firings. Just clean house, dude. Whoever was coming up with this bullshit right at this point, just start over, dude. This is like, I don't know what's going on here. In some of these years, 99, 2000, forget it. Get them out.
There you go. You got Tenchi Muyo figures here from McFarlane. He was doing the anime stuff. So this is when we got Kaneda and Tetsuo and Kaneda's bike. Yeah, let me bring that up. 2000s anime. No, because it wasn't even McFarlane Toys. It was Was it McFarlane at that time?
The only thing bad about a lot of those Spawn figures was those plastic bubbles had a tendency to yellow real bad.
Oh yeah, these yes with the card back. Oh my god, it was bad.
When you see those new old stock Spawn figures on eBay, half of them are yellowed as fuck.
So here you go.
So you'd be hard pressed to display them on card because so many are yellowed.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, maybe the chemical they use or something, but they're yellowed bad.
Raw fired. Yep, the plastic oxidized. Yep, correct. Here you go. Tetsuro Kaneda with his bike and in the his laser cannon that he steals. You got Vash the Stampede from Trigun, and in whatever, I can't remember her name. Freaking, it's been so long since I've watched friggin' Tenchi Moyo. But I had every one of these figures except for her. I still do, actually. I still have all these figures. How much is that lot? Damn, it's expensive. But here you go. This is the one my dad has. He still has this. This was the exclusive one that McFarlane released because the other one with the laser cannon, his legs are molded in a way that he cannot fit on the bike. So you just kind of station him next to the bike. This one, he was molded where he can actually sit on it and give the iconic pose. It's fucking awesome. See, this is the imported version. I wonder if they have the standard American, because that box is different than the one my dad had. And he did more waves. Like he gave us Joker and then Akira actually on his the pedestal right here, yeah. His throne. And so you guys may be like, why is Akira alive and not in those vials? It's because in the manga he didn't actually. They changed the story from the movie. In the movie from the manga.
It's just a shame we had to get those Akira toys so late because the movie came out in what, 88?
Yeah. Best anime ever, man.
And we got the toys in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
12.
Dude, I was like, there was great toys, but like, it's just, it seems like it's lost in like translation with like the pictures. Because like, yeah, here you go. You got the Burger King Dragon Ball figures. These are cool. They were just stationary, but they were really good figures compared to, or the statues that you could display, or you could paint and display, which is what my dad did. But you had the X-Men movie figures, which were garbage. There's Rugrats stuff. There's the Beanie Baby boom.
Yeah, just some bad things were happening, man.
But you know what though? Seeing this in your Toys R Us was a highlight of your day, man. Like, this was being able to walk into Toys R Us and browse the gaming aisle like this. It's like, look at all those Pokemon games sealed, how much money they would be to be able to sell them now. PlayStation 1 games over there. You got rows of N64 games.
I thought you were gonna say Rows of NSYNC.
NSYNC, yeah, there you go. Sure, I'll take it for $5.
I was gonna be like that. That is not something I'm interested in. Rows of NSYNC.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's a very different era for toy collecting and Christmas in general. Um, and so what we'll do, guys, is I'll save like 2000 to 2025 for next year for us, as long as we're keeping doing this show. But yeah, I mean, other than it's definitely, you can definitely tell the times. Like, we went from outdoor things to puzzle stuff to toys to weird animatronic stuff back to back to a scooter, right? Definitely a different time. But let me see. I remember going to the bookstore just to read the manga. Showed, man, I love that manga. We call it the phone books. If you get the giant volumes for Akira, how much people would try to just straight out steal them and run off? Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this stuff's out in the open. It would never happen now. Such amazing times. You're right, Ruby. Very, very much so. All right. So, guys, let me get my camera up here. We'll go through this real quick. So basically, here is the prize, the thing that I'm going to raffle off or whatever. We're going to do a drawing for. So all you have to do, for everyone that was here tonight and left a comment in the video, hanging out with us in chat or whatever, you're already entered in to win. So you don't really need to do much more. I'd love to see you in the stream or the podcast tomorrow, or my stream or whatever I play on Thursday. But for those that haven't been here and kind of come to this video later on, your next two chances to enter is to either hang out in the premiere for the podcast tomorrow, or on Thursday when I live stream whatever game I'm playing. Just come in, hang out, say something, whatever. I will put your name down in the list for the raffle. Basically, the way this is going to work is as long as you like the video, as long as you are subscribed and you've had some kind of engagement in the chat, you're entered in. And like I said, there's two other spots. The way this is going to work too is that I'm going to kind of open this up to US, Canada, and Mexico. I don't think I can afford shipping it out, at least for right now, to somewhere overseas. So I do apologize for my friends that watch that are in the UK or anywhere else. But yeah, that's how it's going to work. So you guys have up until next Thursday to just, participate. Engagement helps.
And good luck.
Yeah, and good luck. And what we'll do is next episode we're going to be discussing the Transformers G1 line only, because Transformers is very large. Even the G1 Transformers are very large as far as the how many figures came out. But somewhere in the episode we will do a raffle, and then whoever wins, I will get your contact information, and then I will ship it out to you. So, but good luck, everyone. Let me look at the chat, and yeah. So once again, this is the 40th anniversary Optimus Prime. Let me not get the Claire on here. That has the G1 colors that just recently came out a couple months ago. So yeah. FYI, there's a weird shipping situation with Canada right now. Okay. That's good to know. I'll have to talk to you about that later, show. Thanks for letting me know. That's why it's hard to get stuff right now. All right, let me look at the chat. That's why it's hard to get stuff right now too. Just games. Everything is locked up. Oh yeah, you're right. That's awesome. Cool beans. All right. So yeah, everyone, we hope you enjoyed this episode going down memory lane of toys that were number one for each year from 1980 all the way up to 2000 for Christmas. This is fun. Ryan, anything you gotta say, brother?
Yeah. A lot of high points. Not really any low points to those last few years of the 90s, but good stuff all around.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, stay tuned for next episode. We will be talking about G1 Transformers.
Oh, one thing before we go, I got a Christmas special airing this week. If you catch me live, my Christmas compilation is going to be airing on stream Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, and stop by and request a video game.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Ruby. Everyone, thank you. Thank you all for hanging out, chatting with us, and being a part of this discussion. I'll see you tomorrow for the premiere of the next episode of the podcast. Other than that, y'all all have a wonderful weekend. Peace out, guys and gals.
Later.